evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live from Eunice, New Mexico. We are getting ready to get started on our broadcast of the Eunice Cardinal football playoffs as they are hosting Estancia. So we're just kind of testing mics right now. We'll do a little test run of each person's mic, and then we'll listen to the playback and make sure it's good. I'm already getting messages from the station saying they see the video. So
awesome. Testing 1, 2, 3. Rosendo Caballero here this evening. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. On the camera over here. Looks like we're getting ready for the coin toss and see who gets the ball first.
Yeah, they've still got about 18 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. They're telling me back at the station they're ready for a mic check. As we've mentioned before, they're usually at least a full minute behind us back there, so they probably don't know we've been in here jabbering for a minute or so testing these mics.
So Eunice will receive.
So Eunice going to receive the kickoff. Getting ready, like I said, we're just testing mics, testing sound. Once we kind of get an idea of how everything's sounding, then we'll get officially rolling in a minute. I'm going to play a little one of our sponsors just so we can see how that sounds. We'll be back live on the radio here in just a couple of minutes. Thank you for listening.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Chow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one call oil and gas company.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Jimmy Jones, Rosendo Caballero, and Charlie Fairbrush. We're testing mics. We're still about 16 minutes to game time, just trying to get our mics adjusted to where we can hear what's going on and trying to get that sound right on.
Yes, sir. We are trying to get that to perfection like we hope the Cardinals play tonight. To perfection, correct?
To perfection.
To perfection.
Roger that.
When we're doing stuff like this, I sometimes purposely, even though we're just sitting here calm as could be, I try to speak a little loud, like if I'm excited during the game.
A little bit of action going on.
Because when I get a little excited, I get a little rowdy, and then they start telling me you're blasting. So
you go all the way.
That's right. That's right. Good, huh? Way back. You know.
You're staring Rosendo. Calm down.
Yeah, so it's very interesting because we had some adjustments done to our equipment today. Last night for the volleyball game, you could barely hear us, and we were pushed as high as the volumes would go. Today, we've got them adjusted significantly down, almost back to normal rates, and I'm still getting messages saying we're blasting. So, but they're about a minute behind us.
Got a little small delay, so I want to pull back my mic a little bit and see hopefully I can come through. Okay. Have something witty to say.
You sound loud and clear.
I sound loud and clear. Ready for takeoff. Ready for takeoff. Testing 1, 2, 3. Takeoff. Charlie, you ready to take off? We need to be taking off, sir.
We're ready. 14 minutes and 48 seconds.
And counting.
On the clock.
All right, we'll jump over and listen to our volume here and see how we sound. We'll be back ready to go live here in just a few minutes. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Charlie Coffin. We'll be right back.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, again to Eunice Cardinals football here on No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of the NMAA State Football Playoffs, the 2A Football Playoffs. We're here in Eunice, New Mexico. We got a thumbs up and a perfect on our commercial sound, so still just trying to work out the volume on our microphones. Once again, I try to get a little loud here as I'm practicing this, just to make sure that as we get started, it sounds okay. So we're just mic checking. Rosendo?
Getting real loud here for the Eunice Cardinals. Going to play some football tonight here at the Eunice Cardinal Stadium. On my right-hand side, we got Charlie Fairbrush. Say it right for a change.
Thank you, yeah. So looks like the cheerleaders going out there to get a little photo op before we get started.
It's always good to have a photo op.
Got to have the photo op.
We only got a photo of us, you know that?
Yeah, we hadn't done that. Now, occasionally, Charlie will point the camera at you and I,
sometimes I'll wheel it around.
He'll wheel it around. We'll give him the thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
You know, and maybe the deuces sign, all that good stuff.
Don't throw no gang signs.
That's right. We'll throw up some West Side locos or something.
West Side locos from the Eunice Cardinal Stadium.
Anyway, once again, we're testing mics. I'm going to jump off one more time. We'll listen one more. I think we're pretty close to good sound. We'll be back shortly. We're on about a 2-minute delay, so our apologies for that. It takes us about 2 minutes before the station or anyone else can tell us how we sound. So we'll be right back on the line, ready to proceed. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction. construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, dump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Eunice Cardinal Stadium here. We are trying to work all the kinks out, but I believe we're ready to go. Go for it.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eunice, New Mexico, and Nomart Broadcasting's coverage of the 2022 New Mexico Activities Association NMAA 2A State High School Football Playoffs. It's a blustery, kind of fall, wintry type of feeling here today in Eunice as we welcome the viewers from Eunice, Estancia, and around the state and around the country, as we sometimes get people from all around the country, and occasionally we even get military folks from around the world. So we appreciate all those out there attending or tuning in, and so we appreciate you. Tonight, the New Mexico number 4 seeded Eunice Cardinals will host the number 5 seed Estancia Bears. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner, Eunice School Board member Rosendo Caballero. Welcome, Rosendo.
Hello, sir. How you doing this evening?
Doing good. Looking forward to some football.
Me too. I'm so excited right now. Can barely breathe.
Should be a fun night. We also have Charlie Fairbrush on the camera, a.k.a. The Thumb. And we've got him mic'd up, and we think we've got our mics tuned up good, so they ought to be able to hear him well. Charlie, welcome.
Yes.
The man of many words is Charlie.
Many words.
He said,
I'm sitting here focusing on the camera, but I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good night of football. It's good football weather for sure.
Tonight is
it's nice because we're sitting inside tonight instead of last week.
Tonight is a matchup of small school football programs that historically have been very good. Both of these programs have won multiple state championships in the 2000s, and these programs have faced off in playoff football multiple times in the recent past. In fact, only a few years ago, I remember my son-in-law, Bryce Jenkins, now with Devon Energy, was the starting quarterback as the Cardinals traveled to Estancia to face the Bears. Lots of history between these programs, lots of history involving my own family. The Cardinals are the defending multiple-time state champions. Eunice finished the regular season this season with an overall record of 6-3, 2-2 in district. Estancia finished the season with a 6-4 record and went undefeated in their district. These two teams did face off earlier this season. Eunice won that game 41-12 here in Eunice. However, it looks like both of these teams have made some major improvements from early in the year to now. Both teams are young and have matured throughout the season. We should be in for a good matchup here tonight. Eunice is led on offense by freshman quarterback Elijah Melanson. Melanson continues to improve and get more comfortable back there at the quarterback position, kind of getting comfortable at that leadership spot. Sometimes tough for a youngster that was playing junior high football last year. To jump into a leadership spot on a program that's won state championship since he was in elementary, and he's being asked to jump into that leadership spot. So, with that said, Melanson, as I mentioned, continues to improve. His passing and decision-making keep getting better. Melanson is a freshman, and as y'all can hear, here come the Cardinals onto the field. We got, what do you need? I got an extra one. Yep. Yep, I have an extra one.
As
somewhere.
Jimmy's sister runs through some paper, give some one of our
The,
helpers up here.
Yeah, the announcement group over there is needing a program, so I actually printed an extra today just in case. You betcha. That's got both teams on it. So anyway, my apologies.
Thank you, Jimmy.
We'll continue down our pregame here. As I mentioned, Melanson, his passing and decision-making keeps getting better here throughout the year. He's a freshman, but he's an amazing young quarterback. His numbers for his freshman year are as good as any freshman quarterback I've seen, and from what I can see in stats, they're as good as any New Mexico or Eunice quarterback freshman in history. So he's got the makings of a great one. Melanson's favorite targets include some very good receivers. Ashton Thompson leads this team in receiving yards at over 73 yards per game. He also leads the team in total touchdowns with 13, 11 receiving touchdowns and 2 rushing. He's fast and he's agile. He's fun to watch. It looks like they're getting ready. They've stopped, no they haven't, I was going to say they've stopped the clock. Looks like they're getting ready to do the national anthem. So we'll be back here in just a few minutes. We'll send it back for a word from our sponsors. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal football.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here in Eunice, as the Eunice Cardinals are hosting the Estancia Bears. We kind of got cut off in the middle of our introduction, so another favorite receiver of Melanson is Maddox Mata. This young man has really burst onto the scene this year for the Cardinals. He's less than 1 yard average per game behind Thompson. In fact, every game these two kind of leapfrog each other as far as numbers. Mata has 10 touchdowns on the year, 9 receiving touchdowns. Rosendo calls him Old Green Gloves. He's a hustler, and he gets some things done for sure. Running back and linebacker Brandon Trevino is also a good one to watch here for the Cardinals. He does good things on both sides of the ball. He is sharing duties at the running back position with Elgin Woods. Woods leads the team in rushing at over 40 yards per game. He also has 4 rushing TDs. He's developed into one heck of a good kicker. On defense, one to watch, Jerry Hawkins. He leads the team in tackles. Brandon Trevino is next, and Jacob Ortega sets in third for the Cardinals. For the Bears, number 3, Jabray Boyer handles the quarterback duties. He's passed for over 10 touchdowns this season. He has also nearly 85 yards per game on the ground. And it looks like we're going to line it up and get it kicked off here real quick. So that ain't the page that I wanted to give you.
Sorry to interrupt you.
There
They
you
have
go.
a quarterback team out there for the receiving for the Cardinals on this side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of unique.
So we're getting ready to get started here. It looks like the Estancia Bears will be in white, Eunice in red.
Two different colors finally, huh?
Yep.
Last night it was red, black, and red. I was getting a little confused myself.
Getting messages from the station saying the broadcast right now sounds good, so that's a good thing. So we're getting ready to kick it off here in Eunice. Estancia will be kicking, and they're going to onside it to start it. Eunice does a great job. I could not tell because I'm blind as a bat and getting old. I can't see.
That was 53. That was
53 is Jose Calvillo.
He's the center for the Eunice Cardinals.
He had good hands right there because that was a nice-looking onside kick that was off the ground, skipping up, and he just grabbed it. So the Eunice Cardinals will take over first and 10. Ball's going to be spotted about the 48-yard line, so just 2 yards to get into Estancia Bear territory.
I believe we'll get it here in the first run.
So Melanson in the backfield. Looks like he's got Woods back there beside him. Here's the snap. He's looking past the whole way, rolling to his left. Looks down the field, throws it across his body. That's a tough throw to make as Melanson was running to his left, throwing his right-hander, throwing back across his body. Couldn't quite get the reception.
Yeah, he almost got it to Green Gloves, Mata.
Yep. Yeah, couldn't quite come up with it. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. Ball still at the 48, of course, after the incomplete pass. 11:52 on the clock.
That's something in the last game we watched. We got to be consistent on the offensive side to keep scoring.
Trips out here to the left, one wide out to the right, and that looks like an offsides on Estancia, so that'll be a free 5 yards for the Cardinals.
And that kid was about 6 yards deep, man.
Yeah.
Oh, nobody moved. He just jumped.
So that'll scoot the Cardinals across midfield and into Estancia territory. They're marching it off right now. I'm not very good at math, so I'm going to say they're now at the 47. I waited for him to spot it before I started figuring out where to say it.
You didn't listen to last game, did you?
So Melanson takes the snap. He's going to hand it right up the middle, and there is a group of Bears that come through there that look like they were looking for porridge.
Wow.
And,
our offensive line came off the field before the ball was hiked, I guess. Because nobody blocked out there.
Man, the whole Estancia football team came through the middle, and so that's a huge loss. It's going to make it 3rd and 9. Eunice hustles back to the line of scrimmage, wasting no time here. Here's the snap. Melanson in the backfield by himself. Got good coverage. Oh, my goodness.
That was almost intercepted.
That was almost picked off, and if it had been, it would have been a pick 6.
It was by their number 21.
So that's going to make it 4th down and 9, and it looks like Jackson's sending the punt team onto the field.
Kind of a dry run there for the Eunice Cardinals going out there.
Once again, for Estancia, some things I didn't get to go over a while ago. Number 5, Aiden Boyle leads the Bears in touchdowns with 18 on the year. 11 of those came on the ground, 6 through the air, 1 on special teams. Number 21, Josh Calhoun, is the workhorse for the Bears on the ground. He's averaging over 120 yards per game on the ground. The punt is deep into Estancia territory. It skips down the sidelines. I think it landed out.
Did he mark it at the 10?
I don't think so. I think the side guy is the one that'll mark.
Okay, let's see. Sorry about the interrupting. Yes.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, he did mark it at the 10.
Line.
Oh, wow.
That took a Eunice jump or hop.
Goes all the way down to the 10, so quite a punt there. For the defensive side for Estancia, Tyler Modgling, number 52, leads the team in tackles at nearly 8 a game, and senior Christian Salas has number 77, about 7 tackles a game. So that's basically the gist of what I had in my pregame. I had a few other things, but we're started. That's right.
The game's going.
I appreciate you putting these out and also putting quarterback, running back, receiving, leading tackler for the visiting team.
Yeah, I marked those for you and I because I knew we're always trying to find people. Quarterback in the backfield, that's Jabray Boyer for Estancia. He's back there by himself, got a man in motion. They're going to fake that and come back this other way.
Oh.
They got an opening back there. That's going to be that running back that we talked about earlier. No, it's not the running back. It's number 5.
It's one of the receivers.
Aiden Boyle, the receiver that leads this team in touchdowns, and he picks up a big gain and a first down all the way out to the...
He made it look too easy, man. Eunice looked a little confused out there on the defensive side there.
They're going to spot that ball at the 22-yard line. I mentioned coming in that this Estancia team has looked like it has steadily improved throughout the season. I don't think they're the same team we saw at the beginning of the year.
I'm going to concur real early in the game here with you.
Boyer, the quarterback, back in the backfield for the Bears. They're set up on the right hash. They snap to him. He's going to hand it off straight up the middle. Running back is Calhoun, and he runs it all the way up to about the 30-yard line. He's going to pick up about 9.
Our defense looks sluggish. Is that the right way to start off this game?
It looked like they might be frozen. They might need some antifreeze.
Cool up
Frozen,
there.
huh?
10:25 on the clock and ticking. Estancia in the no huddle. They're back to the line of scrimmage. They've got 3 receivers out to the left. Got that little cross slant flanker back out there with them to make the third one. Quarterback in the backfield. He's going to hit it straight off the middle again. That's Calhoun, and he's got a big one. He's to the 40, the 35, the 30. He's being run down from behind, and he gets caught from behind by Ashton Thompson. Thompson saves the touchdown.
No, McCullough.
Oh, was that McCullough?
Yes, sir.
Was that 6? Okay.
Yes, sir. Ashton McCullough.
That's my vision. I can't see.
I got you. That's what I'm here for.
I thought it was a 5. So
nah, it's a 6.
So they spotted at the 20.
That was too easy. He went straight up the A gap and got all them yards, man.
Man, they've run it almost every time right up the middle.
We don't have an inside linebacker in there? What's going on?
Better get one for sure. 10 minutes on the clock. Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. Boyer in the backfield. They take the snap. Keep it up the middle. He's got a huge hole. He's all in the line, inside the 10 for another Cardinal or Estancia first down.
Yeah, it's not good.
We're going to have to tighten up the inside or we're going to be in a bind here quick.
I think we need to take the game serious.
Yeah. So that ball's going to be spotted about the 9 today. 9:34 on the clock. 2 receivers to the left, 1 out here to the right. Here comes that little reverse again. He cuts it up in the middle. He's inside the 5, down to the 4. I think they're going to spot him.
Giving forward momentum.
3 or the 4. That guy over there spotting him all the way down to like the 1, and this one over here is at the 4.
Who supersedes who? I guess he did. Huh?
We'll see where the ball goes.
Look, he's still standing on his line.
This one's still, he's showing the 4. That one's all the way down to like the 1.
Yep.
Now they've spotted it at the 2.
Are we playing in Texaco again?
So second down and 2 from the 2. 9:01 on ticking on the clock.
They're right there knocking on the door on the Eunice Cardinals, huh?
Quarterback Boyer in the backfield. He's got his running back sitting back there with him. That's Calhoun.
Calhoun, I like that last name. Calhoun.
He takes the snap. It's just a quarterback draw right up the middle, and he's in almost untouched for the touchdown. Estancia, they get on the board first with 8:41 on the clock. It's 6-0. Eunice trails.
Just like that, Eunice is trailing here in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 41 seconds left, and that quarterback was not touched as you ran in for that.
I'm telling you, I had looked at their scores and stats and all that stuff, and as the season went on, they just kept looking better and better as far as the competition of teams they were playing, how they were doing with them. I don't think this is the same team we played early in the season.
I don't think it's the same team for the Eunice Cardinals on the defensive side as well.
So Estancia back for the extra point. They take the snap.
Ooh, it's blocked.
It's blocked
by 23 is Gomez kid.
Number 23 is Luis Gomez, the sophomore.
Got an untouched, a good solid block there. That's the best positive thing that came out of that run there.
So that makes it 6-0, 8:41 on the clock. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal football here on Nomark Broadcasting's coverage. Let's shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, the Nogelmeyer and Matthews family, Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves and all her staff, the Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas and Bart Parker, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy. Brett and Penny Parker had tears in their eyes last night as they introed,
wasn't it?
Kiki, and I had like a little tear run down my face. I almost looked like that, what's that old commercial where they had like the Native American there and somebody threw some trash on the ground and he had the little single tear that ran down his face. That's way old. That's how I felt. Brett's pretty old. That's how I felt, though, when that little tear ran down my face when they were introducing Kiki and had her step out there on the floor. NMR Pipeline LLC, Dale Bettison Gang, the Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. 2 new ones that we've added just for the playoffs. We appreciate you guys.
Tremendously, guys. Thank you very much.
Estancia back to kickoff again. I watched him practice kickoffs, and this guy practiced onside kicks for like 20 minutes. And here comes another one. This one skips through to the back, and we grab it and fall down with it at about the 36-yard line.
I think they were instructed just to catch it and fall to the ground because he had a couple of spaces to run forward because that's Hyan Castro, and he is their wide receiver for the Eunice Cardinals.
Yeah, I agree. So they've spotted it right at the 36. 8:40 on the clock. The Eunice offense comes onto the field again. Estancia's defense steps it up out there. Their leading tackler, as I mentioned earlier, is number 52, Tyler Modgling. That's probably not how you pronounce his name, but
Eichling.
that's so. Melanson in the backfield takes a snap. He hands it straight up the middle. I believe that was Woods.
Yes, sir, that was Elgin Woods.
He drags a pile that hit him probably 3 yards deep in the backfield, and he drags him for about 4. So in total, he drug him about 7, if my Eunice math is not too bad.
I thought it was a loss for a second, but he kind of made something out of nothing. Good job there.
He's all the way out to the 40-yard line. 2nd down, and we'll call it 6. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Melanson drops back. He's looking deep. He's going to tuck it and run.
Ooh.
He's got a bunch of people on him, but he's battling.
Man, he got hit there.
Man, he got slammed around like a pinball in a pinball game.
And keep in mind, he doesn't have that much meat on him.
No, and he's a freshman. But he battles all the way forward, picks up about 2. Ball spotted at the 48. We need to get just across the 45 for a first down. The 43 is my bad, is where we're at. Melanson looking deep again. He's got somebody on his back.
Oh, no.
My gosh, the ball flies out on the ground.
That happened last game, too. He needs to tuck that ball.
So they're going to call it a forward pass, and they're going to spot it back. Or no, they're going to say it was on the ground. So that's going to be a huge loss for the Cardinals, and here comes the punt team again.
Wow, just like that. Nothing.
You know, the one thing that we've always done for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years is we could always count on the offense to put points on the board, and today we're struggling so far. It's 4th down and 9. The punt team's on the field. Cardinals looking to punt. They take the snap, looking. They punt it down the field. It's a good one over to that right sideline again. It skips down the field all the way down to near the 20-yard line before it goes out of bounds.
If you want to take anything positive out of this setup right here, we got a good punt, another good punt. Let me give a shout-out to Adam Muro. He's always the first one to check in and listen to us, man. Thank you very much, and still praying for you.
The Estancia people are not happy, and I always tell you, I call it like I see it. I thought that ball went out of bounds up about the 30, then it stayed down the sideline. Same thing a while ago. And they're spotting it down there. Their fans stood up and were screaming and hollering and saying it's a bad spot.
And they probably got a better view than us, too.
And I think they've got the Jowl faithful all over there on their side, if you notice.
Jowl.
So,
yeah. Oh, I see him.
They got a whole group of Jowl over there on the Estancia side.
Give me some money at Eunice here.
So 7 minutes remaining here in quarter number 1. Estancia with the football. Boyer in the backfield, the QB.
Yeah,
he's going to fake the handoff and run right up the middle, and he's going to plow forward and pick up what looks like about 4, maybe 5.
I'm going to say 5. He was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he drove down about 4 or 5 players there.
They're going to spot it right at the 25-yard line, so 5 is the number. It's going to be 2nd down and 5, 6:40 on the clock and ticking.
And the Eunice crowd is cold, I guess, because they ain't saying no noise at all.
Well, they look like our football team does so far. Estancia.
Not warm.
And they don't have much to cheer for yet.
Yeah. And they're all just huddled up over here trying to find a warm spot.
Maybe in shock.
I feel good in here.
Yeah, I do in this booth. It's not bad. We got the best booth around. They're going to hand it straight up the middle to Calhoun. He's going to pick up a couple of yards. He's down to about we'll call it the 27-yard line. It's going to make it 3rd down and maybe 3.
Easy.
Need a hold here.
Easy 3. Got to get the stop right here, man. We got to have a stop.
6 minutes on the clock here in quarter number 1. Estancia leads 6-0. Eunice shuffling some players off and on the field.
And Estancia actually slowed down right here. Getting that play in. Last time they were in and out, in and out.
They've got 3 receivers over on the left side. Quarterback in the shotgun. He takes a snap. It's a straight quarterback keeper up the middle. Eunice meets him right at the 1st down marker, but I think that spot over on that side is going to be more than enough for a 1st down. He kind of angled in a little bit.
Yeah. I think we'll give it to him.
He's still angling.
Yep, they sure did.
And they're giving it to him. So 1st down.
Look like a good spot.
Yeah.
Very good spot.
1st down, Estancia. It's going to be
Eunice or in Estancia.
1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 30. Estancia waiting on the call for the play from the sideline.
They're playing out there with a bunch of confidence. I don't see why not. It's 6-0.
3 receivers on the left side. Boyer in the backfield. He takes a snap. He's going to hand it back on this backside, and we did a great job. That's the first time we've shut that down.
All night, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Here in the 1st quarter.
You know, something I've never seen before that I'm noticing this time is we've got one official that's like 30 yards down the field, just sitting way down here by himself. Look at that.
Why?
I've never seen that before. Look how far down the field he is.
Is he nearsighted?
Man, I don't know. I've never seen that before. They've got a sideline judge on each side. They've got the white hat in the backfield. You've got one setting up just behind the linebackers, and then you've got one that's over here in a lawn chair on a siesta. I've never seen that before. Interesting. So here we go, second and about 13. They hand it straight up the middle, and they get back to about the original line of scrimmage, and then there was some hard hitting going on in there that time.
Looks like their defense is finally warming up.
Got warmed up and ready to play.
Ready to play.
So Jerry Hawkins delivered a blow on that one. It's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Ball's back to the 30-yard line.
I can hear somebody screaming out there.
Yeah.
That one person, that one soul girl is like, that's my boy.
That's what I've always said about Eunice Sports. That's what makes it so tough to be noisy over here is because everybody can hear you because you're the only one. They're going to fake the handoff this time, looking pass. They throw it down the field, and it was right in the hands of the receiver. 40. He couldn't hang on to it. Ends up an incomplete pass, and that's going to make it 4th and 10. So the defense does its job right there.
Wow. And they almost had a sack on him.
You know, the interesting part about this is I'm assuming they're going to punt, but they only subbed one person in.
Well, I'll tell you, they did that in Texaco last week.
Over here on this side.
Estancia? Well, they only got like 3 players over the sub in and out.
Well, I was looking at their roster.
Looks huge, doesn't it?
They got a pretty good roster. I mean, shoot, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 guys on the sidelines.
And only one came in?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try something crazy here, but they don't. They kick it away.
Come on, Green Gloves, get that.
We've got Thompson fields it cleanly at the 35. He's trying to get around. He turns it back the other way. He's got some space. He's to the 40, the 45, the 50. There went flags flying. He gets knocked out of bounds just across midfield. But I saw flags I thought fly over there
Probably
on that side.
The back.
I'm going to say holding on the Eunice Cardinals.
Or blocking the back.
Where did I saw it fly over there?
There's
didn't
one
you?
like directly in front of me right here. There's one out there, and I don't see the other one.
I'm getting old.
Yep, he said he just called it.
So what did he call? A 337 holding.
Against Eunice.
So they called a holding.
Number 48 was holding for the Eunice Cardinals.
And that'll bring it back. That penalty is called on a person that don't exist on my roster, at least that I printed off of Max Preps.
Imagine that.
So the Cardinals will back up a little bit more. They're going to scoot them back way back.
And right now, the way the offense is playing, we do not need penalties like this. They hurt us even more.
I didn't go over them, but my keys to the game, one of them was no penalties. Ball spotted at the 37, 1st and 10. We handle it to Woods. He's trying to get around the corner. He gets to the 40. He turns the corner and breaks free for just a minute. He's all the way out to midfield to the 50-yard line.
I'm going to applaud because that's the first down of the night, and we're here in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 28 seconds left.
And I tell you, there was a couple out here on the side. Green Gloves, one of them, that was lead blocking, did a really good job there. I think number 10, Ryan Castro, was one of them. 1st and 10, ball spotted right at midfield. We're going to roll right, looking past the whole way.
No.
Had some people downfield, ends up throwing it out of bounds. So with 3:21 remaining on the clock, it's going to be 2nd and 10 with the ball spotted at the 50.
When he rolls out, it's perfectly fine, but it takes a long time for that play to develop. And they've been watching film on it because they almost got an interception earlier. So,
I think the only negative on the opposite side of that, though, is when we're sitting in the middle in the pocket, that pocket is collapsing faster
real
than
fast, man.
Yeah,
really, really fast. And I understand the whole purpose of him rolling out, give us that extra time, but.
Yeah, so it's 2nd and 10, ball spotted at the 50. Melanson in the backfield, takes a snap, throws it to Ryan Castro. Ryan's got some room. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's still on his feet. Down, he runs out of bounds at about the 30, we'll call it the 36, maybe the 37.
And what I like about him, he makes his moves, but he's still moving north and south. He doesn't come back. He keeps going north and south.
So that's going to be a 1st down for the Eunice Cardinals. They're going to spot this ball. This guy over here is marking it back, but they're all the way.
It was like 3 yards difference, huh?
Man, and now he just gives up, moves up there. So they've spotted it at the 35. Interesting stuff going on from the officials here. We're going to throw it deep down the field. We've got a man.
Where's the flag at?
Where's the flag? There it is. We've got a pass interference down around the 5-yard line.
Easily, man.
Green Gloves was trying to come back and make a catch. That's Mata.
A.K.A. Mata.
The defender was wrapped around him. Looked like he was trying to stay warm, too.
Had his hands in his pocket,
That's
man.
right. and his legs around his waist. Looked like he was
Going for a chokehold?
Patrick Swayze and whatever the blonde-headed lady's name was on that dancing movie from years ago. Nobody messes with his baby or whatever her name is. So,
wasn't it Dirty Dancing? I'm trying to think of the movie.
Dirty Dancing was the name of the
Yeah,
movie.
it was Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I didn't want to say the dirty part because I don't want to.
Oh, wow, that's a classic. It's like saying Grease.
So I was using some terminology so that
Charlie whispered it in my ear.
Yeah, I bet he did listening to Dirty Dancing. Anyway, they're rolling right, looking down the field, 1st and 10.
There's
Got a
Green Gloves.
man. That's Green Gloves. Mata catches it right about the 15-yard line. They're going to give him forward momentum and spot it at the 15 unless they change their mind and follow that one over there, which
They're
is
going to
possible.
call him first half, and they're going to call him the second half.
Look, they scooted it back a yard, so they spotted him at the 16, so they didn't listen to this
This is
guy.
the first time I've seen that where they don't get. I mean, they're
where
all
they're not agreeing.
different. Yeah.
So 2nd and 7. We're going to hand it straight
big
up the
hole.
middle of Woods. He's bobbing. He's weaving. He's still on his feet. He's down inside the 10. He's all the way down close to the 5-yard line. Woods is showing some moves.
Man, and he moves, and he's running powerful, man. He's running strong right now.
You know, he's not very big, but, man, when he gets low, that center of gravity, he's punching it forward. It's 1st and goal. Ball spotted about the 6-yard line. 2:30 here on the clock in the first quarter. Woods, or Melanson in the back. Melanson was in the backfield by himself. Estancia takes a timeout. They didn't like what they saw.
That was kind of a late time. I don't think the ball was almost snapped.
Eunice had trips over to the left. They had twins out to the right. Melanson was in the backfield by himself, and Estancia didn't have enough defensive backs out there to match up with them all, and all he was going to have to do is snap it and throw it to one of them. So want to shout out to our sponsors. Once again, we want to thank the NMAA for allowing us to broadcast this. For those of you that don't know, to broadcast these playoff games, your local businesses pay for it. The radio station has to purchase these rights from the NMAA. So for those of you sitting at home getting to watch this, I try to say this all the time. I don't think everybody understands it. Your local businesses pay that fee so that you can watch this for free. There are groups out there that you can watch sometimes that you pay, and they make a profit off of this. Your local folks do this so that you can watch it for free. So back to our game, as that wasn't a very long timeout. That timeout was brought to you by Eunice Pump and Supply and the Eunice Health Clinic. Eunice back to the line of scrimmage. It's 1st down and goal from about the 6. 2:30 on the clock. They snapped the ball to Melanson. He fakes it.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, we had like a quarterback flip pass. Goodness gracious. It's a
Give me a heart
touchdown.
attack, young
That's
man.
all I know.
Good Lord, that was crazy. I thought it was a fumble. I thought it was a sack, fumble, interception, but it was a touchdown.
It was like a double reverse. The ball ended up in the hands of Thompson coming around the side, and then Melanson, after he had made the first handoff, took off down the field, stood over in the corner doing jumping jacks wide open. They threw it to him, and touchdown. We got a tie ball game.
A lot happened, man. Almost had a heart attack.
Woods on the field for the extra point. Here's the snap.
Oh,
it's
beautiful.
up, and it's going to float.
Come on. Oh,
No
my God.
good.
They thought
I
about
couldn't tell
it.
from here, but they said it's no good.
I don't know.
Because it went off to the right.
I guess so, man.
So with 2:23 remaining in quarter number 1, we've got a 6-6 ball game here in playoff football. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal football.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of the 2022 2A NMAA football playoffs here in Eunice as the multiple-time defending state champion Eunice Cardinals, who got the number 4 seed in this year's state playoffs, are hosting the number 6 seed Estancia Bears. We've got a 6-6 ball game with 2:23 remaining in the first quarter.
I did not expect it to be 6-6 in the first quarter, only 2 minutes left. That's insane, huh?
Yeah,
it's playoff football, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know what I expected, but I tell you, as I was looking at everything today, I thought they looked a lot better than they looked at the beginning of the season for Estancia, and we've improved too. But they definitely so far have shown that they've got a different game plan for sure. So Woods is back to kick off for the Cardinals. He kicks it and he booms that one all the way down near the 10-yard line. Estancia takes it there. They're going to run that little starburst, and the Cardinals don't fall for it. They make the tackle at about the 15, maybe the 16-yard line. I heard some kind of loud pop.
I applauded.
Oh, did you?
Get him.
I was looking in the bleachers thinking we might have something crazy going on.
Yeah, they're still asleep out there. They're just banging on the drum.
That pop right beside my head. I was looking.
I won't do that again. I'll just punch Charlie over here.
Yeah, well, Charlie will cough from that thing in a minute.
That'll be worse than that pop right there.
I want to give a shout out to Matt Mata. He always listens in to us. He says we're funny or you're funny.
Wondering the flash flood and the fizzy factory.
So here we go, 1st and 10 for Estancia. They've got 2 receivers out to the right, 1 out wide to the left. Got that little flanker back set up, kind of crooked and cockeyed out there to the left as well. Here comes the man in motion. They've been handing to that guy. They do. He heads around the left side. Eunice brings him down right at the 20.
Jonathan grabbed the leg, and everybody else came in and flocked him down.
Yep.
He was going to drag him for a little bit, but he did it.
Jonathan grabbed his shoestring, said, "Stay back here, buddy. You're not going nowhere."
I'm going to try to tie him up like a steer.
So ball spotted about the 20, we'll call it the 21-yard line, 2nd down and maybe 6, 1:50 on the clock. We got a 6-6 tie here. Playoff football.
And we're going that extra point, like Charlie was saying. He kicked it, and that wind kind of pushed it off the center, so that's why they called it no good for the Eunice Cardinals.
So the quarterback, Boyer, takes the snap. He's going to head straight up the middle. He's got a big hole headed up the middle.
There's a coach who walked into the wrong box.
Oh, okay.
So he left the door open.
The wind that...
that's a little chilly when they do that.
Yeah, he's over here. So he opened up the broadcast, and
we're freezing.
It's that dang Jake Melanson over there next door.
He froze everything on us.
Froze us out. We got our window open, so when he opened that back door, that breeze came through there like a winter Arctic blast. And
I'm not prepared for the winter yet.
Yeah, it had me shriveling.
Still got my summer body.
It was cold. 1:14 and ticking. It's a 6-6 tie. Estancia's quarterback, Jabre Boyer, in the backfield by himself. He takes a snap. He's going to run it straight up the middle. There's a host of Cardinals in there trying to make the tackle, but Boyer, kind of like Boyer, our police officer from the Eunice Police Department, he says, "I ain't taking no nonsense," and he drags the Cardinals for about 6 yards.
Ball's forward as well on top of that. So that's 50 seconds here in the first quarter.
So they're spotted at about the 37-yard line. It's going to be 2nd down. We'll call it 4. 40 seconds and ticking. Estancia looking to the sideline, waiting on the coach to give him the signal. 2 receivers wide to the right. We'll call it 2 to the left with that little cockeyed crooked back. Here goes the little cross across the middle. They fake that handoff this time and then run it straight up the middle, and they're going to be right at that first down marker.
I believe they want to give it to him.
It's going to be close.
That's where they spotted at.
Ooh, man, that's
a beautiful spot. That's a beautiful spot.
Got an extra 1.5 yard spot.
My golly, the Bears are very happy on that spot.
Yeah, that spot wasn't even close to the feet.
Hey, you know what? I mean,
I must be looking at something different. So 1st down, 20 seconds remaining here in quarter number 1. I see some
those
things.
Those officials are cold down there.
Well, and I mean, it's not a knock one way or the other. It's just like the feet that he had on the floor was not where the ball went down. It went down a yard different from where his feet. You know, usually they put their foot, and that's where they put the ball.
But I think nowadays you can put your foot down and go 3 yards either way.
Yeah.
It depends how you feel, I think. I'm not sure.
Well, here we go. At the end of the first quarter, it's a 6-6 ball game here in Eunice Cardinal land as the Eunice Cardinals are hosting Estancia in the NMAA 2A football state playoffs. You're listening to Eunice Cardinal football or Eunice Cardinal Sports on the Knowmark Broadcasting Network. I want to shout out to some sponsors, a couple of new ones that we've got just for playoff football. IPS Incorporated, Lasco Construction. We appreciate you guys and all that you do. Lasco, I know for sure, is always one of those companies that anything youth-related in Lee County, they jump all over it, so we appreciate you. IPS as well. We thank you guys for all that you do. The Eunice Police Department, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Parker Energy, the City of Eunice, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, and Eunice Pump and Supply. Thank you guys for allowing us to broadcast these games free of charge to everyone, whether you're from Estancia, Eunice, wherever you might be. We definitely appreciate you.
Yes, wherever you can tune in and listen.
I think there's as many Jala fans over there as there are Estancia fans.
The Zamores want us to make sure to shout out to the 3rd, 4th grade football team playing. So we appreciate you and wish you the best.
That's the future, man.
Getting ready to start this second quarter. Estancia has the ball. 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 41-yard line. Boyer in the backfield. Got the running back to his right. He takes the snap. He's going quarterback keeper the right side all the way. He's got a huge hole. He bobs and weaves. He's all the way. A huge gain all the way down to almost the 40-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 40.
That's a huge hole. Once again, he went through up the A gap and gets as far as he can, man. He's finally chased down by Jerry.
That ball's all the way down to the 40. It's 1st and 10 Estancia here. We're having troubles in that middle of the field. Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. They've got one receiver in that little cockeyed flanker back out to the right.
Cockeyed.
Well, he's turned like at an angle. Flanker.
Get him.
They're going to throw a pass.
Wow,
this
that
time.
was a rocket, man.
Man, that was
Elton
John, Rocket Man. he chunked that sucker like a fastball, low and inside, like
Dude,
he was
no
watching
arc
the
on it.
World
It was
Series.
straight through him, man. No matter what, somebody's gonna jump in the lane and knock it down.
So he picks up about 9 on that Rocket Man shot. It's going to be 2nd down and less than a yard. Ball spotted about the 31-yard line. Estancia in that little tight kind of cockeyed formation again. Boyer in the backfield in the shotgun. He's got Calhoun beside him. He's rolling right, looking run the whole way.
He got a first down.
He picks up the first down, then gets knocked to the ground about a yard past.
And keep in mind, this guy averages about 100, 101 yards.
This guy's averaging about 80, and then that little running back that's sitting back there with him is averaging over 120 a game.
And that little guy has not touched the ball much this quarter.
Yeah, he had that one big long run where he took off kind of.
That's about been it, huh?
Yeah.
So he's ready to go as well.
Yeah. They keep the quarterback keeps running this little right up the middle thing, and we've had fits stopping it.
I mean, I'd keep doing the same thing if I was at Estancia. Nobody's stopping. Why not?
One of the old if it's not broke type things. When it is broke and you keep doing the thing, same thing. That's the definition of insanity.
I wasn't going to say that, Jimmy.
All right, so here comes Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 30. They're going to run that little reverse.
Ooh.
They break it out to the left side, all the way down inside the 25, down to about the 22, 23-yard line.
And that was their running back. No, that's the receiver, huh?
I think that's the receiver that Boyle, Aiden Boyle, I believe. And he leads the team in touchdowns for the year. So ball spotted about the 22. It's going to be 2nd down. We'll call it a long 2, maybe 3.
For the Bears here.
They've got 2 receivers out wide to the right, then the cockeyed guy over to the right. They're going to pitch it over and head quarterback right up the middle, And he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. We'll call it the 14.
That was the easiest first down of the night, I believe. The easiest. I don't think he was touched. I think he tripped on his own feet.
Yeah, we're definitely
by himself.
We're definitely struggling in the middle. It's going to be they've got 2nd, but it ain't 2nd. Should be 1st and 10. Ball spotted at we'll call it the 13-yard line. They're in that same formation, 2 to the right, plus the little flanker back. Quarterback in the shotgun with Calhoun, the running back, sitting beside him. They snap it. Here he goes, quarterback keeper right up the middle. We get to him that time, but even then he picks up at least a couple.
A couple? He picked up like 6 yards as he fell forward. Keep in mind, that's a tall quarterback as well. So when he falls forward, he's getting this 3 yards and his additional 3 more yards as tall as he is. So it's.
We'll call it a long 2.5, maybe 3. 2nd, and we'll call it 7, 8. The board says 8. I'm going to call it 8. I'm going to call him Clay. I'm going to call him Clay. 2nd and 8.
This guy.
Here goes the snap. You're going to run that quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's got big yardage. He's all the way down inside the first down marker, and it's going to be a
1st and goal.
1st and,
6
yeah,
inches.
for sure. He is really close to the goal line.
He is moving that ball like if he's playing with children out there.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
It's like Charlie playing with my 5-year-old. Running him over.
Run him over.
Running him over. Come on,
If
boys.
I see a snake, I'll run anybody over. Okay. Old, young, no matter.
We'll call it first and goal from the 2. They're in that same formation. I'd look for quarterback keeper again. Hey, here he goes.
They
Here
have him
comes
in
the
the
whole
backfield.
Cardinal team. They had him, and he steps in untouched, and that's going to make it 12. 12-6. Food for thought. I'm wondering, the Jowl faithful over there, all the blue and gold you can see, they've got more people in the bleachers than Estancia does, and you can definitely tell from looking across there, they're cheering for Estancia. I wonder if Estancia owes them, because next week, if Eunice wins, Jowl has to come here. I'm wondering if maybe Estancia owes them, where if Estancia wins, they go to Jowl. That's just a question. If Jowl wins tomorrow, I wonder if any of my people out there watching know
Offsides
that
on the
answer.
Eunice Cardinals there. Number 23 jumped the gun there. I really don't care either way, boss.
Well,
on that last statement you said.
What's that?
On that last statement you said, I was like, eh.
Well, no, but what I'm saying is that would make sense.
For them to be cheering for the Bears?
Yeah. I'm one of those, and I tell you, years ago when I was coaching, we played Texaco because we both tied for the district championship in basketball, and we went to Tatum to play. And I thought all the Tatum people would cheer for us, and they all showed up wearing green cheering for Texaco. And I got to be honest with you, my feelings was hurt. I had that little single tear roll down my face because I was like, man, I cheer for Jowl if Jowl's playing anybody but Eunice. I always do. I always have. I cheer for Hobbs or whoever Hobbs is playing. I cheer for Tatum if they're not playing us.
Lee County.
Well, Lee
I
County.
always cheer for the Lee County teams, but I've noticed that don't always happen.
No.
Eunice is not really liked anywhere in the nation.
It's kind of funny how you see those teams that just don't like us no matter what.
It's a good feeling.
Yeah, I guess when you win as many championships
Yes.
as we've won, people are like, I'm not cheering for you.
Everybody wants to take out number 1 all the time.
So here's the snap. The kick is up, and it looked pretty good.
Very good.
And it is good.
Extra point good.
So that makes it 13-6. 8:21 remaining here in the second quarter.
In favor of the Bears. Estancia Bears are winning right now here in the second quarter, huh?
Once again, shout out to our sponsors, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, the Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. Thank you for all that you do. Another shout out to TJ. He helped us with the equipment again today. They do typically, especially this year, they get us really good equipment. We've just had some little troubleshooting technical difficulty problems this year, but we definitely appreciate the radio station and all the gang over there at No Mark Broadcasting. They do so much to help us out and to help make these games possible. Yeah. You guys at home don't realize the headache and the troubles that TJ and his staff go through to be able to do these playoff games. The regular season, not so much, but the playoff games are sole property of the NMAA.
A lot of back scenes work.
And there is a lot of stuff, and we appreciate TJ pulling strings and doing what he does. And if he hadn't done that to get this done, they paid for it, and FHS ended up not coming.
So nobody would watch it at
home.
And
nobody would have got to see it. So
ball should be dead. It hit that player. And no whistle was blown until the Eunice player landed on it.
Did it go 10 yards?
No.
Well, never, but it also hit one of their guys.
Hit one of the guys.
At like 2 yards.
See where the one is standing furthest to the south? That's where he hit him originally. But I bet you they're going to put the ball down where the one to the furthest north is standing at. What'd I tell you?
Yeah, our coaches are out there on the field going, what in the world is going on here?
They can re-kick it, correct?
Well, but I don't think they would.
What'd he say?
Yeah, they're going to decline it, or I'm assuming they would. I would if you can, legally.
I mean,
that's good field position right
there.
Yeah, but they still came back a yard to the north.
Yeah, they went the other way.
They got like 3 balls out there. Which one are we going to use? Which one has less air?
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals as the Cardinals head out here onto the field on the offensive side. Got to get something going here. 8:21 remaining in the first half. 1st and 10, they're going to spot the ball about the 44-yard line. They're still running balls off and on.
I don't think the ball makes a big difference to y'all.
Well, I I do, and the only reason I do it depends on what you like to throw. And so for Melanson, I can guarantee you, we all know Tom Brady's Deflategate thing. It's a huge difference in the type of ball that fits your hand right, and it really does. It does make a difference, especially if you throw the ball to the type of football you play with. So here's the handoff straight up the middle. That is Woods. He is dragging
all the way down
people.
for a first down.
Wow. He
Looks
drags
nice,
him for about
doesn't it?
11, maybe 12 yards. Great
very
run
nice
by
when
Woods.
that offensive line goes up there and blocks for him.
Man, that was a great run, great blocking. That was a great play.
We got to do something here with this great field that we have, man. We must score.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 34-yard line. Here's the snap. Melanson looking past the whole way. He throws it down the field. Got a man. That's Gomez. He's down to the 10, inside the 10, all the way down to about the 6-yard line. They're going to spot him at the 7.
That was a beautiful catch, beautiful turn and run there, huh?
Man, they had our normal receivers that always catch it. They had them all covered up. Gomez come cutting across the middle. Melanson found him, hit him, and we pick up a big first down.
And he's a big target, too.
Yes. 7:50 and ticking. Melanson in the backfield, looking
Little
right the
fadeaway.
whole way. Throws it over into the
Oh,
corner.
in and out of his hands.
Oh.
In and out of his hands. Give that kid some gloves.
He wants that one back.
Man, he needs some of those sticky mouse traps stuck on his hands because that one was
He needs
in
to
and
catch
out
it.
in the corner.
He needs a catch. He ain't need no gloves. But in his defense, he did a little spin around, so he turned around too quick. So
Yeah, leaning back in the corner. It would have been a highlight play.
he
but,
leaning like a cholo, lean back.
So it's 2nd down and goal. Ball spotted, we'll call it the 6, maybe the 7.
Second.
Melanson in the backfield. We've got Woods beside him. Trips out to the left. Here comes a little option action. They pitch it out to Woods.
Oh, nice
Woods cuts
cutback.
in between them, and he's going to be down inside the 3. They're going to spot him just inside the 3. Kind of got taken down funny there. Kind of worried me. I thought maybe he hurt a leg or something, but he bopped right up.
He's improved on that. Remember, he used to play, get hurt real quick. Nowadays, he's taking a hit, man. And he's also giving a hit now.
So they're going to spot it, say, at the 2. So 3rd down and goal from the 2. Thompson heads in motion, rolling left. We've got a whole bunch of them coming after him. They throw it in the corner.
Thompson.
Touchdown, Thompson. Melanson finds Thompson for the touchdown. And just like that, it's 12 to 13.
Man, I thought they had a sack there on us. They
Man,
came
they-
in and kind of blocked in the back with no call. I'll take the points any day of the week, man.
They had everything but the kitchen sink coming after Melanson. I think I saw Freddy Krueger, Jason, and Michael Myers all coming through there this close to Halloween. There was a whole bunch of people chasing after him.
Even a turkey, right?
That's right.
I shouldn't say that. Someone get mad.
Mariah Carey was out there in a Santa Claus suit singing All She Wants for Christmas. They were all coming after
Charlie
him.
was zooming in on that
That's
one.
right.
Zoomed in on that.
He was like, all I want for Christmas. There's the kick. It's right up through, and it looks like it's good this time.
Oh.
And it is.
It took him forever to make the good sign. He just did
And
that.
just like that, we've got a 13-13 tie with 7:12 remaining in the first half. The Cardinals strike back quick.
Here in the Eunice. You're right. You got kind of quiet on me.
I was trying to decide whether I was going to send it back or go some sponsors. I'll go some sponsors. With that said, want to shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, the Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. Thank you guys for all that you do and for making our broadcast possible.
Man, that last job on the offensive side for the Eunice Cardinals, they did a beautiful job getting great position on the field, or great spot on the field, you could say, and scoring. Going down there and actually doing what they know what to do best and scoring. Quick and easy.
Yes, so anyway, great job there by the Cardinals. That's our offense I'm used to seeing. If we can
be consistent with
yeah,
that the
if-
rest of the
if we
game.
can keep
rest
that
of the season,
going.
whatever's left.
Yeah, that's the offense we've grown accustomed to seeing. Quick strikes, passes, moving the football, and that was nice. That looked really good. Quarterbacks look good. Receivers look good. Line was blocking. Running back plowing through, doing business when he gets it, keeping the defense on their heels.
Yep, being balanced, right? So we're going to kick it deep so you can do that little cross thing up, and we're going to just hit over here in that by the 30 little gapper.
I'd probably gap it, but who knows? All right, so here goes Woods for the kick, and he booms it deep. They're going to run their little starburst. They do. They turn around. They hit it to the first guy going the other way.
And he's
got
gone.
a big gap. He's still running. The Cardinals trying to bring him down, and they eventually do.
You see how he took him down pretty hard there,
man.
huh? He ran his head into the turf.
Looks like some WWE wrestling style.
I'm very grateful he got him.
Yeah.
Number 85 for the Eunice Cardinals brought that tackle down. Where is he at? Lord. That's the young Lord out there.
So that spots it about the 47-yard line. Estancia will have the ball 1st and 10. 7:02 on the clock here in the first half. The quarterback, Jabre Boyer, back in the backfield. He's got his running back beside him.
So here goes Ovi off the field, but it's not
Josh
Ovi.
Calhoun. Yeah,
88.
no Ovi. Ovi might be listening. Shout out to him. He passed his written test today for his pilot's
Congratulations.
license. They
Oh,
throw
get
it
him,
back
get him,
over
get
to
him.
this other side, and a great open field tackle by
Hayen Castro.
Hayen Castro.
Wrapped him up. Number 40 carried him about 10 yards, but he finally brought him down.
That's a big, stout-looking boy. That
That
reminds
is.
me of Kenny Palmer back in the
Doesn't
day.
it?
That's a
flashback
I
from the
think
past.
Kenny was even number 40.
Yes,
that
he
guy's
was.
42. Woo. Yeah, he kind of looked like. Got the little
Hayen
neck
rolled him like a
brace on
calf,
him.
man.
Yeah.
Grabbed him from the horns and dug him in the dirt.
Ball spotted now at the 45. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 2nd down. We'll call it 12. 6:30 and ticking. Boyer has his team lined up. He's in the shotgun. Here's the snap. We got a lot of people coming after him. They throw it down the field.
they're going away.
Oh, my
Good job
gosh.
out there, 23. Good job.
The referee
Took a hit.
The referee ran a screenplay on
An
our
illegal
defensive
screen.
back. And he completely took our defensive back out of the play. And if that ball had been a little less on it,
That was a touchdown for the
he'd have
Bears.
walked into the end zone.
Our player even got up hurt, grabbing his hips over
Is
there.
that what you call a moving screen or something
Man,
like that?
I guarantee you that was a moving screen. So
Anyways, back to the action. It's 3rd and 12.
we got a
For the
shout
Bears.
out to my daughter Jada Jones. They got Isla Wayne and Jason, the family, Bryce, all over there watching the game. We appreciate you watching. They're
Oh,
trying
don't
to
jump
pass
up. Get him,
it.
Jerry. Get him.
Jerry got
Hit him.
went on the fake. They
Ooh.
plow ahead, but we're gonna do a good job there because that was 3rd down. They only picked up about 3. Oh,
Who
no,
hit?
now they're gonna give them a 4.
I
So
know. Who hit who? Did the quarterback hit the linebacker or did the linebacker hit the quarterback?
I think it was the other. Yeah, they're the first one. So that's going to make it 4th down, and we'll call it 7. And it looks to me once again like they're
That
leaving
was-
the.
That was a faithful spot there, bud.
I was going to say it looks like they're leaving. I think they just leave the same team on the field because they did this earlier and then they punted. So here comes what looks like a punt formation from Estancia. It's 4th down, and we'll call it 7.
defense
Ball
looks a little
spotted at the
confused.
50.
Sorry about running all over. Your defense looks a little confused out there for the Eunice
Well,
Cardinals.
when they don't sub their punt team on, we got our defense out there, and all we do is walk our. Oh, and they get it
yeah.
away. Green Glove's going to make the catch. He
clean
does. That's
catch.
Mata.
Oh, get
he
there,
gets a
get there,
good
boy.
move there. He's got
Get
it
there.
around the corner. If he can get there, he
Oh.
almost does. Then he gets taken down out of
Man.
bounds, but he gets all the way to about the 33-yard
and they were
line.
up on him, man. He caught it. He had the pressure from the beginning, made 2 or 3 moves, and just ran south.
He juked and jived in between 2 of them. He almost looked like me on the subway last week in New York, juking in between folks to get in a subway car.
I thought it was because of the green gloves.
No, not that. That was back in my Michael Jackson days in the 80s when I was
That's a long-
You
moonwalking
just
going,
wear one glove then.
You can moonwalk?
oh, man, I can still moonwalk.
Oh, we're
Now,
gonna
I
have to get that
might-
on film
I might
here,
hurt
man.
a hip when I do it, but I can.
Jimmy be out for the rest of the season.
So Eunice heads back to the line of scrimmage. They get the football back quick. Less than 2 minutes went off the clock there in that Estancia drive, and Eunice has the ball again. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Melanson in the backfield with Woods.
And the crowd goes crazy, huh?
They change the play. They get it in. They're going to hand it straight up the middle to Woods. He's going to pick up about 3. We'll say a 3-yard gain on that. They're going to spot it at about the 37-yard line.
Good spot, good spot, good spot.
5 minutes and ticking. So 2nd down, we'll call it 7. Same formation, 2 left, 2 right. They're looking past the whole way
little
this time.
pump fake.
They fake. Oh, and
There's
the
a
ball
dead
gets
duck in the air.
tipped.
Oh, he couldn't catch it anyway. He stepped out of
he was
bounds.
out. Yeah, they tipped the ball at the line of scrimmage when Melanson let it go. One of the long defensive ends got a hand on it.
And also, it goes back to what he said. He has to roll out to get that extra time because our offensive line is getting pushed back 2 or 3 yards when he stays in the pocket. So that's tough for him.
4:50 on the clock. We got a tie ball game here, 13-13. Eunice with the football, 3rd down and 7. Ball spotted about the 37. They're going to fake the handoff, looking down the field.
Good job.
He's rolling. He's got some space. Let's see if he can pick it up.
Oh,
he does.
Flag, he's out of bounds, bud.
Well, he kind of ducked his shoulder, so they're going to let him have it. So that's going to give him a 1st down, though. Melanson, the freshman, now starting to use his legs a little bit, starting to kind of look like his daddy or his uncle the way he's ducking his shoulder and running over people. Those guys played in a blue and gold uniform and did that. That group over on that other side cheering for the other team would have probably been cheering for him if he was out there. So here goes Melanson rolling left. He's looking down the field, and he gets hit as he lets it go.
I mean, our pass protection on that side was rushed by the defensive side pretty bad, and our little man could not handle that block.
Yeah, that was a big boy that come in there. How big old boy is he? He was pretty dang big. He come through there and was running over folks.
Man, he hit them both. Did you see that?
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
Both of us.
With an F, both.
Both of us.
All right.
Hey, man, both of them. He got them, both of them.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 46. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Melanson looking past the whole way, and here comes the whole team.
There's green gloves.
There's the little green gloves. They pitch it in the middle. Malata with a heck of a move.
That kid can't even find his jock yet. He's bad as he juked him.
What are they going to call here? Because this is going to be
Cardinals.
huge.
Good.
It's almost got to be a holding or some sort of movement.
Yep.
It is, and they're going to bring it all the way back. Great play, the great catch there. Great throw, great catch by Mata, and a heck of a move and play afterwards. But it's all for naught.
That kid is so explosive when he gets the ball. He went through 3 defenders right there, and he came out of it. Made a couple of moves, got an extra 10 yards, come back because of holding.
Kind of looks like me when I eat at certain restaurants. Explosive. 4:28 remaining here on the 2nd quarter. Some of them. 2nd down, they're going to scoot it way back. It's all the way back to about the 35.
Give a shout out to Angel Orozco. He's out there listening at his house in his cool shop there.
It's too dang cold in that shop. Angel, go inside.
Just me got something to keep him warm, I'm pretty sure.
2nd down and 20. Going to run it right up the middle to Woods. He's got a big gap.
Get there.
He breaks it all the way out to about the 49, and he gets hammered. That's one thing about this Estancia group is they got some dudes that'll hit you. That was number 11, Justin Rubio, and he hit him like Marco Rubio hits the Senate.
This guy always got to plug in, man. Boy, you just need to focus, man.
So 49-yard line is where they've got it spotted. It's 3rd down and about 5. 3 receivers to the left, 1 out here wide to the right. Melanson in the backfield by himself. They're looking down the field, trying to get through. Melanson breaks through the middle, tucks it through. He's got a 1st down and more, and he's all the way down to about the 41.
Is 81 down or just...
Got an injured Cardinal that's struggling to get back to the line of scrimmage, and they need to tell him to.
That's gonna be an official timeout to take care of that young man.
61.
That's number 61, Isaiah Hernandez.
Is it 61 or 81?
61.
61, and that's Isaiah Hernandez, one of our linemen. The problem with our line is kind of thin there to begin with.
That's an understatement. Give a shout out to Moses Ornelas. He said he came all the way from Hobbs to watch it there at his parents' house. Yeah. Seen a picture. He got a house full. So thank you for tuning in and watching. Hopefully Jimmy's doing a good job.
Yeah, we appreciate you listening.
Yes, anybody listening, thank y'all. Here, Jow, Hobbs, Lovington.
Everywhere.
You give a shout out to the Chain Gang.
Yeah. More the merrier.
More the merrier. The Chain Gang, they go by the Manuals. Manuals Chain Gang. There's like 4 manuals on that Chain Gang over there.
Coach Waddell, Jenny Waddell, she's listening. She said she liked both of them.
Both of them.
That's proper English.
I got the Hammonds down in Jow asking me if we know any of the other scores tonight. I have not seen any of the scores tonight. Nobody's relayed any of that information to me. If I get it, I'll sure let you know, or if somebody sends them to me. If you send it on Facebook, I typically, in some dead time, I'll jump over there and check. If you send it in a text message or whatever, I try to respond as quickly as possible.
The station can probably get that for us if needed, right?
Yeah, we might have to ask the station if they can come up with the other scores around the area if we have any. So want to shout out to some sponsors, IPS, Lasco Construction, and the Eunice Police Department. Eunice Police Department's got old little Jerry Boyer out there, son of Big Jerry. He's out there, the little hawk. He's flocking around that field doing big things. So we appreciate all your sponsors helping us bring this
Taking care of the Bears, ain't he?
to everybody for free. 4:06 remaining in the half. Eunice got the ball, been driving here. The ball spotted about the 42-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Waiting on the official to blow the whistle and tell them they can start. There that goes. It took a little while, but here we go. Melanson in the shotgun. He takes the snap.
Low snap.
Oh, my goodness, the ball's on the ground.
Jumps on the ball, and we have possession. Oh, no.
Oh. And I think
Oh.
Estancia took it away. They did, and Estancia is going to end up with the football.
Wow, it was a low snap to begin with. Went through his hands, goes all the way back almost to the 40-yard line.
That ball went through his legs.
Legs and hands.
Yeah. He was down in a shortstop position, and it went right through his legs
and
down
he
on
tried
the
to
ground.
jump on it, and it slithered out of his hands again.
Like a snake.
And the Bears went up and just wrapped it up like a what?
We'll have to call him the White Mamba.
The White Mamba.
It slithered like a snake. 4:01
4:01
on
like
the
it was
clock.
a bass. Get out of the water. It's mine, boy.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 42-yard line. Estancia takes over after a great Eunice defensive stand that last time. Now they're back out here. So anyway, Estancia with the football. That's Boyer in the backfield. He takes the snap, hands it straight up the middle to Calhoun.
Oh.
Calhoun bobs, weaves, spins. He's going to be all the way down close to a first down.
I'm telling you, that kid is, he's just, man, he's ready to run. He wants the ball.
31-yard line. I'm told Santa Rosa's ahead of Loving 28-7. Thank you, my man, Emmy Lujan, for listening to us and relaying me that information. Not just everybody does it like Emmy and Jimmy, but we do it. So thanks for that information. 3:44 and ticking. Estancia heads back to the line of scrimmage. 1st down and 10. Ball spotted about the 30, 31. Here's the snap. They hand it straight up the middle to that same guy. He's bobbing, weaving, spinning. And he's got another huge gain. It's going to be real close to another first down.
Give a shout out to Cruz Ortega. He's watching the Cardinal game as well. I think everybody's tuning in tonight watching a game. There must be nothing on TV, huh?
No, nothing.
Nothing.
I didn't want to come sit up here on these cold stands up here.
2nd down and 1. That was another big gain for Estancia.
They make it look easy, huh?
Boyer's got his team back lined up. Looks like the ball spotted about the 20, we'll call it the 22-yard line. Here's the snap. For in that little reverse, they cuts it back. He's got a first down and more. He's down inside the 20.
Took him forever to blow that whistle there, but he did get the first down. They were waiting for him to get it, then they blew it, right?
Yeah. So Brandon Trevino makes that tackle. That was that receiver that I keep talking about, Aiden Boyle. He leads this team in touchdowns for the year. It's 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 19-yard line. 2 receivers wide right, plus the little flanker back that's setting up out there. If you see him turned in sideways. Quarterback in the shotgun with his running back Calhoun beside him.
Calhoun.
Here's the snap. They fake it. No, they hand it right up the middle to Calhoun. He's bobbing and weaving. It's all the way down to about the 1-yard line.
Man, he broke Gomez's ankles out there, didn't he?
Man, they spotted inside the 1. It's going to be 1st and goal at about the 1. Eunice having fits stopping this running game of Estancia.
I want to sit down on that run. Good Lord. Good Lord.
It's going to be 1st and goal. Ball spotted inside the 1. Estancia heads back to the line of scrimmage. They're in that same formation. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to hand it right up the middle to Calhoun. There's a host of Cardinals there, and they drag him down in the backfield.
Good job. So we got 1 minute and 58 seconds left here in the second quarter, right before half. The score is 13-13. The Bears are threatening the score right before the halftime. And this all occurred from the turnover from the Eunice Cardinals.
Yep, so Eunice or Estancia heads back to the line of scrimmage. They've scooted them back a little bit. They've showed the ball to be spotted at the 2 from our vantage point. I'll say that's probably right. Yeah. Yeah, they're not wanting to give the Cardinals a chance to go strike again if they're able to strike here. They run that little reverse play again, and they're going to stroll into the end zone with an easy one. Touchdown, Estancia.
Beautiful blocking job by their Bears on that side. That young man was not touched as he goes in and scores another touchdown against the Eunice Cardinals, making the score 19-13. As we sit here and watch the crowd disinflate, right? Is that the right way to say it?
Yep, yep. I got a message here from Leanne Reeves. We appreciate the message. Those numbers that you see, just so you know, are the current active numbers on either YouTube, depending on which one you're watching. And so there's 2 different systems and 2 different calculations that they use, and I'll explain it to you some other time. But anyway, that extra point is up through, and it is good.
Making the score 20-13. The Bears lead here in the second quarter with a minute and 24 seconds left. And like I said earlier, they scored on us after that turnover by the Eunice Cardinals. We got to keep those mistakes down to a minimum.
Yeah, we ran out of time getting started trying to test mics, and then we had the booth next door come to us, and they were needing a roster. And anyway, so we got a little late start. But one of my keys to the game that I was trying to go over at the beginning was turnovers. I said in here we couldn't have turnovers. And so, those turnovers hurt. The big penalties hurt. We had that big play a while ago for about 20, 30 yards that definitely hurt. Oh, the extra point. I missed it.
You're fine.
So with 1:24 remaining here, we're getting ready for the kickoff. I want to shout out to some sponsors, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Eunice Health Clinic, and the Eunice Public Schools. We appreciate you guys. All 3 of your businesses or things that you are have Eunice in the first word, so that's a pretty good deal. We greatly appreciate you. Just so you know, if you push that, all that does is make it to where you can't hear.
Oh, I'm the whole time you can hear me?
Yeah, every time you cough, as long as that green light's on, we still hear you.
Oh, man, I'm pushing the wrong button. I apologize.
Yeah, last week when you and Charlie were doing it, I was laying in a hotel in New York listening.
Don't tell us.
And you guys would pause that. I could tell that's what you were doing, but everybody could still hear you because you would do that while the music was playing.
Yeah, plus I was shivering like crazy. It was cold. You
heard our teeth chattering last week.
So here's the kickoff. Wow, that was a strange one. Green Gloves gets it, jumps on it.
Who lands on top of him?
We got like a Artesia doggy pile going on right there at the 35 of all Eunice Cardinals. So Eunice will take over with the ball after the kickoff here, 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 35.
So we got to do something here again. I mean, we have enough time as long as we can take care of the ball.
Yep.
Like you keep saying, mistakes.
Those are what kills us. Turnovers, penalties, those are the things that hurt us. Got to keep it going here. Man, it's an empty backfield. Melanson in the backfield by himself. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap, looking deep the whole way. They're going to throw it down the middle. They do. Oh, and what a catch by Mata.
Oh,
man, he goes up, had one of them large, muscle-bound looking 30-year-old type guys that hit him in midair, and he comes down with it. What a catch by Mata.
And he got hit hard. He came down with it. Good, clean catch.
So 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 43. Here's the snap. Melanson going to run it straight up the middle, and he's looking. The ball came out, and we lost it. I was just about to say he looked like
the ball came loose.
Oh, man. He ran at a heck of a run, and right at the end he got hit. The ball went flying out, and just like that, Estancia will take over. Whew, that's a rough one. That's a dagger right there. That one stuck in my chestus. 1:05 remaining here in the first half. It's 13-20. Dang it. That one hurt.
I got a text from my daughter that says, okay. I know what that means.
1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 27-yard line. Estancia has the ball back. Trips over to the right. They snap it. Quarterback lead right up the middle. Great play there by... Who is that? 53? Is that Calvillo?
Calvillo, yes, sir.
So a good play there by Calvillo.
But
Eunice going to take a
jumped
timeout.
on him after the play was dead. I thought we were going to get a flag there. So Eunice is going to call a timeout here. Talk about it right before the half with 58 seconds. Well, 58 seconds. Man.
Yeah, the turnovers, those are the ones that hurt us. But I tell you, that was an interesting play because that was something we hadn't really seen this year. It's just they cleared the backfield out, snapped it to Melanson, had him turn his shoulders, fake it a little bit, and then he took off straight up the middle, and there was nothing but green grass.
He had a good 20 yards.
Yeah, it was a great run, but we got to take care of the ball.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying that the play itself was a huge play, and then we hurt it by the turnover at the end. So
and right when he was about to go down, it came out.
Yep.
I don't know if they stripped it out or if they punched it out or he just lost it. I don't know.
I want to shout out to Justin, Jasmine, and baby Allison back home, the Harper group listening. We appreciate you listening back home, so thank you very much.
And the defense is going back out there.
Yeah, they are headed back out onto the field.
What did he say? Let's go who?
Want to shout out to Terry Bettis and Billy Bettis. Today's Billy's birthday over at B's Coffee Shop, and we appreciate you guys. And a shout out to you. Happy birthday, B.
She makes some good sandwiches, man.
Oh, yeah. Neat lady. I really enjoy. She's my neighbor. I really like her. Great lady. So they're going to run that little counter back this way again. Man, that looked like a hit in the back to me. And I didn't see a flag. I can hear our coaching box over here screaming and a bunch of our fans screaming holding. I thought it looked like a hit in the back, but
Eunice calls another timeout.
yeah, so that's gonna they pick up about 4 on that play. The Eunice staff wanting a call there. They're still in the official's ear. They didn't get the call. I don't know if the call would have helped them much, because then they would have got that play over again, and we're trying to stop that clock right now. So an extra play versus them picking up 2 yards. I don't know that it helps much.
I'm picking up what you're throwing down.
Yeah, I mean, if they give them that play to run again and scoot them back 10, yeah, they're back 10, but now they got an extra play to run some more time off the clock. So I don't know that helps or hurts right here. I want to shout out to some sponsors. Redbird Gas, Bart Parker and his gang down there, always involved in Eunice activities. Parker himself, a state champion. The city of Eunice, Mayor Billy Hobbs over there doing the PA announcing, and all his staff. Shannon Cummins, great lady. Parker Energy, Brett and Penny Parker. So we appreciate all that you guys do, and we'll throw in NMR Pipeline LLC. Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. 43 seconds remaining here in the half. Eunice needs a stop. They get a good defensive play in the backfield, but they missed 2 tackles. The quarterback's still on his feet. Eunice had 2 shots at him, 5+ yards in the backfield, missed him. But then the rest of the Cardinals close in. Mata comes up limping really bad on that play. It's not good when you see Mata back there hobbling like that.
He's staying back there being strong safety, man. Put him off the field. Put somebody else back out there. That's our offensive machine, man.
It looks to me like the clock is going to roll to 0 here as it's 4th down and about 4. And I think that's going to do it.
And we have no timeouts left.
Yeah, we've used them all. So that is going to do it. The clock is under 5 seconds and still ticking at halftime. Eunice trails the Estancia Bears 13-20. We're going to send it back over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of the New Mexico Activities Association 2A State Football Championships.
Let me practice.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!" The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!" The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in wellness care for diagnostics. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back
Avenue Eunice, another proud supporter of athletics. Eunice Schools, excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice Schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy, family owned and operated since 2006. Their team is known for their hard work and dedication, big enough to meet your needs for transport, pump trucks, vacuum trucks, and disposal services. Parker Energy and their staff are huge supporters of all Lee County sports and academics. They encourage their young adults to go the extra mile, whether it's sports, grades, or just being a better you. Parker Energy Support Services, 2350 Avenue O, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Bart Parker, owner of Redbird LP Gas Company, and his employees are proud of their Eunice Cardinals. Bart, class of 1971, state champions of both basketball and baseball, support the kids with their academics and athletics. They realize that balancing both is challenging and appreciate their determination. Redbird knows the Eunice Cardinals have worked really hard to get where they're at, and they are cheering them on all the way. Bart and his crew say, "Go Eunice Cardinals!"
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Police Department is a proud supporter of the youth of Eunice. Eunice Police Department encourages teamwork and getting involved in the community, whether it's sports, cheer, or just being a great student. The Eunice Police Department stands by their town motto of friendly people, proud town, and they're definitely proud to serve the city of Eunice and proud to sponsor Lee County athletics and academics. The Eunice Police Department says, "Go Cardinals!" The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities and a fantastic school system.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of the 2022 NMAA 2A football playoffs. Man, that's a mouthful. Here in Eunice, New Mexico, as Eunice is hosting the Estancia Bears. It's the number 4 versus the number 5 game. The winner of tonight's game will likely face Jal next week. We've got a good crowd of Jal Panthers over there sitting on the Estancia side cheering for them. Speaking of Jal Panthers, before we get up and running for this second half, I got to give a shout out. I had Mr. Jason Hammonds send me a message. A bunch of people down in Jal interested in how this game's going to go because it's very probable that they'll get to play.
I understand that.
He asked that I shout out to his nephew, Jacob Lujan, a Jal senior, who has had an amazing high school football career. Good luck, Jacob, and go get that state championship. So also said say he loves you. So anyway, appreciate you guys listening. Always do. Also, Rosendo just said that he ran into my uncle, a.k.a. Skinny, Kenny Jones and Joanne. Down there listening in their vehicle, trying to stay warm while watching the game from over on the side. We appreciate you. Appreciate you listening. My dad always told a story about my Uncle Kenny when he was little. They had an old wrought iron metal fence in their backyard, and my uncle stuck his head in that fence and then tried to step through and couldn't get through, so he was stuck with that fence around like his jawline and ears and couldn't get his head through. So after he had been stuck in there a long time, they had to call the Eunice Fire Department, one of our sponsors, the city of Eunice. Anyway, had to call the fire department to see if they could get him out, and after they were all standing around looking, trying to figure out if they were going to have to cut the fence in half with a welder or what they were going to have to do, he just stepped back through and pulled his head out and was out and got away. So
he panicked, huh?
That's right. So shout out to my Uncle Kenny that's down there watching. We appreciate you listening and watching.
And they're drinking some nice warm coffee in that truck too.
I bet they are. I bet they are.
It smells so good up in there.
Might have something else in that coffee, but anyway. Watching the game here, 2:40 remaining in this halftime. Both teams are starting to come back out onto the field. Shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, the Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. I think about half your team's mad at this half up here because they didn't even stop and set up. They just took off running out. That's the stragglers in the back are like, what the heck?
Yeah, what's going on?
So
you got to have that team unity coming out of that Cardinal head there.
Yeah, I'm sure they probably got a tail chewing back there at halftime. Another shout out again to TJ and Aaron and Rosa back at the station, Evie and Tiff that always help us. We appreciate you guys. No Mark Broadcasting, we appreciate you for covering these games. You know, I didn't realize it until we started going around doing these games. A lot of places in the state don't have this. And so that's why sometimes I'm a little defensive, but that's why I get frustrated when I see people, pushing people to listen to, go listen to, watch the game over here or there. They do this for free to your community as a service. So many places don't have this. We went to basketball games last year where they literally told us, oh, absolutely not, you can't do that, you can't do that here. We charge, and that's how we make profit for our school, is by charging people to watch our broadcast. We don't let anybody do that. And so this is a huge blessing to our community. Nomark has branched out. They're doing Jal now. They do Eunice. They do Hobbs. They do Lovington. They do Tatum. They've even jumped over into Chaves County, and they're doing Gateway Christian. And they're trying to expand and do some things. And
just gave us a penalty
for delay game.
Oh, because they didn't come out on the field. I've said that several times. We ran into somebody that did it to us last year too.
They've never implemented it to us until tonight.
Well, last year they did.
Yes,
they threw a penalty on us in the playoffs.
Just one time.
Yeah, but I think we only played one home game in the playoffs.
Correct.
So
everything was on the road.
Yeah. So anyway, we just got a penalty. I've wondered that when I was in school. You looked at the clock, and when there was about 5 minutes left, you got out of the locker room and came out.
You were on the field when the horn went off.
When we have stayed in the locker room basically for the last several years, and we don't usually come out until the horn goes off, and then we put 2 or 3 minutes and let them warm up. But I'm assuming that some officials let that happen, some don't. Apparently this crew don't. So Eunice starts off with a penalty. They'll be kicking off now from the 35-yard line. We're getting ready to start the second half. This second half is going to be brought to you by IPS Incorporated, and there's the kick. It's a pretty good one down into the middle. They're going to run that little starburst. They fake the first one. They hand it to the last one through, and the Cardinals swarm on them and take them down.
They're waiting for them out there. And going back to what you were saying about the broadcast, a lot of people don't come out during this cold weather or can't make the long trips. So, like you said, it's a blessing for them to be able to stay at home, listen to. We might not do a great job, or the audio might not come in great, but they get the gist of the game.
Yes.
And that comes to us because all the sponsors are willing to give money, give their time for us to make it possible.
The great video.
The great.
Well, I mean, shoot, you got that. You got the thumb over there on that video. And I'll tell you, we were the first ones in Lee County to actually start using a cameraman. Everybody was just setting a camera up on a tripod. And if you could see, great. If it went out of view, too bad. They just did it like a radio broadcast.
So we're setting the standard.
We did, and we've kind of changed the game for everybody else. 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 31. There's a snap. It's a quarterback keeper straight up the middle. That's Boyer. There's a swarm of Cardinals in there. They flew in there looking like a bunch of Sandhill cranes headed for Lubbock.
Like some Angry Birds.
Knocking down them buildings, huh?
So 13-20 is the score here. We're in the third quarter. Estancia heads back to the line of scrimmage after a 1-yard loss there. Ball now spotted about the 30-yard line. Second down, and we'll call it 11. 2 receivers wide to the left. They've got that little slot flanker back turned sideways there on the end line, so that makes it 3 out to the left. That quarterback Boyer in the backfield with Calhoun. He's going to hand it to Calhoun right up the middle. Calhoun's got a big gain. The Cardinals finally grab him up right around the 40.
They're trying to strip the ball out. Blow the whistle. And that kid can't stay on his feet, and you went all the way down for the first down.
That's like some rugby stuff. You got to blow the
Surprised
whistle.
they're not blowing that whistle. Wow.
And the Powell breaks up there, and they still have the ball. That's how Kevin Garcia got hurt over in Texas. They held him up, and they hit him. Yeah. And he got a first down out of it, so.
Yeah, so it's 1st and 10. Ball was moved all the way out to the 43-yard line. Wow, there was a huge pile, and it wasn't moving. I mean, if it was moving, you're talking a yard one way or the other. It's just a whole bunch of people there pushing. And
when he fell forward for the first down.
And they didn't blow the whistle for probably a good 5 seconds of that stuff. So it looked like one of them rugby things. But anyway, here we go. It's 1st and 10. They're going to hand it straight up the middle of Calhoun. He's got another gain. He's all the way out to about the 45-yard line. That'll make it second down, and we'll call it 7. He picks up about 3.5.
So these bunch of kids over here, these 2, 4, 6 kids, are they hurt or they're just?
I don't know. I do see a handful of kids over here, including Brady Colburn, who's a big part of this Eunice Cardinal football team.
He's one of the center linebackers too.
Man, and we've talked about that boost that they've had going up the middle. We have, I didn't realize until halftime, you pointed it out, that Coburn was down there in a jersey, so we hope he's healthy and well. There's the snap, the handoff right up the middle again to Calhoun. He's pushing forward again, still headed down. Man.
Did y'all hear the whistle?
I never heard a whistle.
I never heard a whistle.
There's some interesting stuff going on here in this game. It's a
Whistle
playoff
may be
game.
frozen to their
Lips? They could do like COVID. Remember they had that electric ones during COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just push it, yeah. 9:39 and ticking here.
We needed one yesterday at the volleyball game.
Bears trying to drive down the floor, or down the field. Ball spotted at the 49-yard line.
They keep crawling, huh? Those Bears keep crawling for that first down.
3rd down, and we'll call it 3. Same formation. Boyer in the backfield, Calhoun beside him. He hands it straight up the middle to Calhoun. He's got another big gain, and he's all the way past the first down marker. That'll be another Bear first down.
I'll tell you, that offensive line for the Bears, they go on, they block their guy until the whistle's blown.
And them dudes aren't little.
No, they're pushing and pushing.
Yeah, I'm not going out there to block any of those guys, that's for sure.
It's a first down. Why ain't the chain gang moving? There he goes, finally.
So it's going to be 1st and 10. 9:17 remaining here on the clock. Estancia heads back to the line of scrimmage. They're taking their time now, trying to let that clock run. They've got the lead. Why not? Ball spotted at the 47-yard line. Boyer in the backfield. He's got Calhoun sitting beside him. Got trips over to the left. There's the snap. It's quarterback keeper left side all the way. He gets past the line of scrimmage. They had him, and there was a hit in the back 2 minutes or 2 seconds after the play. And no call. Man, that was clear, and it happened like 5 foot from the official. Like I said, there's some strange stuff going on out here. 8:35 and ticking. It's 2nd down, and we'll call it 8. Ball spotted right at the 45-yard line. Estancia standing there letting it tick as they look to the sideline for their coach. Their coach is literally standing there with his hands in his pockets and his jacket. He now gives them the signal. Here we go. Here's the snap. They're going to do that little cutback play that they've ran several times. They got a big gain. And
you said we were like 40 yards off the field, and he's out there pushing. So I'm saying they go out there and block somebody.
Brandon Trevino makes that tackle right there. That's Trevino with the tackle, but they pick up about 4. They've got the ball now spotted about the 42-yard line. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6, maybe 6-ish.
6-ish.
So ball spotted at the 42. Estancia still taking that time. They are burning some clock on this drive. It's 13-20. Eunice trails by 7. Estancia with the ball. Here comes the snap. They hand it right up the middle to Calhoun, and he gets driven backwards. I believe that was Brandon Trevino that came in and really
filled
sucked
that gap.
it to him.
But look where they're going to spot him at. Look where they're going to spot him at.
No way.
That is pathetic if they put him there.
No way.
Wow.
Wow.
He got an additional 3 yards, and they pushed him back in the backfield. That is crazy, man.
The Eunice,
that is freaking insane.
The Eunice coaching staff is
of course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're out there.
They're living.
Yeah, that was a crazy, great spot for Estancia. It's 4th down. We'll call it 3. Ball spotted at the 40. Estancia looks like they're going to go for it. 4th and 3. Here's the snap. It's quarterback keeper the whole way.
Of course he's going to get it.
And he's got a big gain all the way down to almost the 30-yard line. Huge gain. So as much as I didn't like that last call in the yard, they picked up about 20 on that play. So that one wouldn't make any difference.
But don't give them those extra 5 yards.
Yeah. So that makes it 1st down and 10. Ball spotted at the 31.
I sound all bitter, huh? Sorry about that.
Started to sound like a Karen over there.
No, Karen showed up tonight.
He's like, what? That is not fair, by golly.
See that? Why are they hitting so hard and we're not?
All right, Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted at the 32-yard line. Here's the snap. They're going to run it right up the middle again. There's a host of Cardinals meet them there at the line of scrimmage. Ball spotted about the 30.
+2.
Got a shout out from Kim. She just sent us a message. That's Brady's mama, saying that Brady wasn't able to play today due to a medical issue.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So we wish him well for sure.
Most def.
So, Anyway, Estancia picks up about 2 on that one. We'll make it second. We'll call it 8. Ball spotted inside the 30. We'll call it the 29 and a half. 5:45 and ticking. They are burning some clock on this drive. They're going to burn the whole quarter.
It's pretty smart of them if they do, huh?
I agree. Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. They're ready. That's Boyer in the backfield. It's a straight quarterback keeper right up the middle, and he's got a huge gain again.
Wow.
They don't blow that whistle. They just don't blow it.
Man, that pile or we got to shut Charlie off. He's.
See, I pushed the right button this time.
Yeah, you did. You got it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. So
when they hold them up like that, gives the Eunice Cardinals enough time to try to strip the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
We need to force a turnover here on the defensive side, and we got to keep it from scoring.
So we're going to call it 3rd and 3. You know. Oh, okay, they're at the 24, so they picked up about 4 or 5 yards on that play.
Easily, plus the additional 2.
And I muted him too, just so you know, on the sound part. So 4:44. Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. She snaps it. Here goes that little cutback play, and they've got a huge gain all the way.
Oh, you see the ref
getting
once again gets in the way.
In the middle.
And that's the same guy twice of percent illegal screens on the Eunice Cardinals.
And Estancia is in for a touchdown. That makes it 26-13.
Here late in the 3rd quarter with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left. They used a lot of time.
So Estancia heads back out onto the field to kick the extra point. Out in that touchdown, I literally see about 15, 20, maybe more people getting up and heading out of the bleachers for the Cardinals. Down that way, down this way. People are like, okay, we're going home. It's cold.
They probably got to work tomorrow.
So here comes the kick. It is up through the middle, and there is people slamming each other all over everywhere. I don't see any flags, though.
No, I do not either, but they said it was good.
The extra point is good. That makes it 13-27. Eunice trails here in the 3rd quarter. Eunice hadn't been able to get anything going on both sides of the ball. I mean, we've put up 30 points, or almost 30 on the defensive side they've put up. And then we've only put 13 points on the board in 2.5 quarters.
I don't think we've scored since the 1st quarter, Jimmy.
Yeah, just struggled. I want to shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, the Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. We appreciate you guys and your sponsorship. We figured out Mayor Hobbs came over to our booth.
Turned our heater on.
And showed us how to turn the heater on.
He gained a couple of votes out of it, I'm not going to lie. It's worth a vote.
He came over and turned that heater on, and I got to tell you, it was nice. But
that's not why he done it, but that's just me.
Let's backtrack a little bit, huh?
Even with that heater on, it's still cold. It's cold, and we're sitting inside. Them poor people out there on them dang metal bleachers. Here's the kickoff. Eunice going to pick it up back at about the 20-yard line, around the 30. Trying to get around the corner, can't, and the ball's down at about the 30-yard line. That was
Elgin Wood, sir.
Elgin.
We got to take care of the ball here.
I was worried that might come out of his hands there. It kind of looked like he bobbled it as he was falling. 4:26 on the clock in quarter number 3. Eunice's offense heads out onto the field. They've looked a little cold, a little froze. We're going to see if we can warm them up and get something going here. Eunice Cardinals offense on the field. Melanson in the backfield. Elgin Woods setting just over to his right, almost in that pistol back formation. 3 receivers right. They're going to hand it right up the middle to Woods. Woods driving right up the middle. He gets a big gain.
Good size gain there. Good job running the ball.
Man, and he gets hit by some good-sized people, too.
And number 54 helped him from the unit side of hitting him as well.
Yep. So that makes it 2nd down, and we'll call it 3 after about a 7-yard pickup. 4:05 on the clock. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. They're going to fake the handoff this time and roll him over to the right. He throws it out to Thompson on the side. Thompson's got a nice catch. He's skimmering down the sideline, and he's going to get all the way to about the 45-yard line inside Bear territory.
Good job there catching the ball and running directly north. Trying to get there. I thought he was going to step out of bounds for a second, stop the clock, but
3:55 on the clock. The clock stops for just a moment while they move the chains. It's going to be 1st and 10 after the Thompson catch. Thompson and Mata both over here on this side with Hyan Castro. They hand it straight up the middle, and that was an awkward-looking tackle, but they tackle Woods trying to run right up the middle.
Yeah, they grabbed his leg, kind of slung him down.
Yeah, kind of looked like he landed on it funny, but he
Did he make it back to the line of scrimmage? Yes, he did.
And right at the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 47. 3:35, and that clock is ticking while we're looking to Jackson for a play. There goes the play. It's in. They clear the backfield out. Trips left. Twins or doubles over to the right. Melanson looking down the field.
Everybody's
He's
covered.
looking.
Everybody's
No. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know if number 5 was running the wrong route or he was just trying to throw it out of bounds.
23 almost had that one.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
there was 2 players there from the Estancia Bears.
I think the play was a little wide receiver screen type play out here, and the other receivers were going to block because that's all they did was just run out and start blocking. There was nobody down the field, and then we didn't make the initial throw over here because their defenders stepped up in the passing lane. Oof.
That's why it looks so horrible, huh?
Same formation here. They're going to run Melanson right up the middle, and he's got a big gain. He needs to wrap that football up for sure, but he is all the way down inside the 30. That play has been there all night, and Melanson's got the legs. If he can hang on to that football and do it, that opens up a whole new can of worms for this Eunice offense.
And he did hold on to the football. A great job there by a young man.
1st and 10, ball spotted inside the 30. Looks like they're going to spot it all the way down to about the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 at 3 minutes. Clock is ticking. Clear backfield again. Melanson in the backfield by himself. He's looking past the whole way. He's got a man deep. He's there. It's Thompson for touchdown. Melanson to Thompson on the Eunice Cardinal touchdown. That'll put 6 more on the board for the Cardinals.
Man, finally, it took forever to develop, but we got it there.
I saw it developing, and I saw him head across the middle, and I'm like, he's there if we can get it there.
And the ball was thrown a little short, but he came back and got it in the end zone.
It's a long throw. I mean, you're talking about 40 yards in the air, in the cold.
So he did a good job there.
So 2:50 remains here in the third quarter. Looks like Eunice is going to try to go for 2 here.
I think I broke this chair over here. You see that?
For you that don't know at home, Resendo's son is a senior on this team, so he gets a little emotional in the middle of these games. And he either wants to hit me, used to hit me, and then I started giving him the eye, so he quit hitting me. Then he started banging on Charlie. Now he's beating on his chair over here. Melanson back to throw, throws it over into the corner.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, what a
thank you.
What a catch there as he tippy-toes the sidelines. That's Hyan Castro. A great throw from Melanson. I thought Hyan Castro was out of bounds. Looked like he had the college one toe in, but not the other.
I'll take it.
But I'll take it at this point.
I missed the catch. My bad, yes.
I had nothing to do with that.
That was
That was
Charlie.
a turn where Rosendo was holding me.
Charlie Fairbrush. He lives down on the corner of 3rd and 2nd.
Yes,
he
3rd and
enjoys
2nd.
long walks in the park. He usually wears a blue jacket, so if you see him down there, that's him. 2:50 remaining here in quarter number 3. It's 21-27. The Cardinals are back within 6. Want to shout out to some sponsors. Parker Energy Services, NMR Pipeline, LLC, the Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, IPS Incorporated, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, and the City of Eunice. Thank you guys for making this broadcast possible. Thank you to No Mark Broadcasting and TJ, all the folks back at the station, Aaron, Rosa, all the gang. We appreciate you, Evie and Tiff. With that said, Eunice's kickoff team heads out onto the field. They climb back within 6. We just need a stop on defense.
I was thinking about the radio station. I don't think I've met Rosa.
Oh, yeah, she's one of the salespeople. Her husband, Albert, and I have known each other a long, long time. Good guy, and she's one of the sales folks.
I met the new salesman
station.
person, Jessica. I met her the other day when I took the box.
Well, you're doing better than me there because I met that one. So there's the kickoff. Estancia is going to take it. They're bobbing and weaving.
Strip it.
And a big gang of Cardinals flocks in there, swarms in, and takes them down right at the 35.
They ran up it. They were doing offside kicks, so they all ran up and got that ball.
I see Mata in there. I see number 85. I believe that's Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure I probably missed a couple, but they were all in there for that tackle.
Yeah, 2-4 was up in there.
2:44. That's Caballero that was in there. 2:44 remaining on the clock here in the third quarter. Estancia in no hurry. They like watching that clock tick once it starts on this play. 21-27. Estancia heads
some
out.
Receivers out there this time.
2 receivers. They run the same formation. 2 receivers to the left, and they got the little cockeyed, that flanker back thing that they turn at an angle.
What's the actual name for that guy?
I think it's a flanker or a slot back. And I've seen teams do that. They turn them catty corner like that. I don't know what you call it. I call it cockeyed. That's probably not a very good word, but
it does the job, right?
Yeah, it's cockeyed to me. So that they pick up about 5 right there on that play as they run it to Calhoun up the middle. There's a Calhoun that was a former Eunice Cardinal here. Bob, what the heck was his name? Bob Calhoun? Bob Calhoun.
Yeah, Bob Calhoun.
He ran the Chaparral, or one of them
rolling
trucking for years.
Well, the Blevins were there for a while.
Had a plane that he flew, died in a plane crash. I worked a couple of his planes. He crashed
that was like
a
his
couple
third
times.
crash.
Yeah. Anyway, that Calhoun makes me think of that. So Boyer in the backfield. He's going to hand it straight up the middle to Calhoun.
First down.
Calhoun got big yardage again. He's all the way across midfield after a huge pickup.
A huge pickup. That's an understatement. That kid got, 20 yards out there like nothing. And he almost broke it for a touchdown, man.
Yeah, I agree. Got some people back home sending messages about, the Cardinals and what they need to do. I agree. We're struggling with that counter play, and then that counter play. Because of that counter play, it's throwing everything else off for us. Because when we try to adjust to that, they just fake it and run that little quarterback lead and. We're struggling with it. Anyway, 1:35 and ticking. Estancia 1st and 10, ball spotted at the 47. They take the snap, hand it straight up the middle to Calhoun. This time the Cardinals close in on him. Just trying to see what all Cardinals are in there.
There's Hawk for sure and 53. Galvido and Hawks.
Okay, so the stop made. They pick up about 3. We'll call it second and a long 7. Ball spotted inside the 45. We'll call it the 44. So Bears watching that clock tick. They're under 1 minute.
Look at the parking lot. A lot of people are leaving.
Oh, yeah, I'm telling you, they're leaving. The Eunice fans are headed home. They're like, I cold. And Eunice at that point was trailing by, 14, 15. Correct. They hand it straight up the middle again to Calhoun. He's going to pick up another maybe yard and a half, 2 yards.
So where they spot him at here?
So that's going to make it second, and I'm going to call it based off what I think they're going to spot at about 6.
You see how he said that, Charlie? Well,
yeah.
He thinks they might put it up.
Well, they may.
3rd down and 6. Under 30 seconds to go. I would guess they'll sit and watch that clock go to 0.
So one of them Mendoza's hold it, push him back. Way back.
Now they're going to try to get one more play in. So here's the snap. They're going to hand it straight up the middle, and the Cardinals flock to it again. I don't think they got but maybe 6
like they
inches.
lost a yard on that.
I don't think the spot I see is here. Yeah, they're moving it ahead. So that's going to make it 4th and 5. So the ball's going to be spotted at the 42-yard line, and that is the end of the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, Eunice trails by 6, 21-27.
It's fourth quarter, Jones.
It's fourth quarter. When I played, we used to run around and stick our little number 4 in the air. Want to shout out to some sponsors. The Eunice Pump and Supply, the Nogelmeyer and Matthews family. Eunice Health Clinic, Leanne Reeves, and all the staff down there, we appreciate you. Elmer Romero, Nikki Bryan, all of the gang. The Eunice Public Schools, Dwayne Haynes, Cynthia, Resendo here, all the other board members and everybody else out there listening, we appreciate you. Redbird Gas, Bart Parker and staff, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Dale Bettis, the Bettis family, Stacy, all the folks down there, we appreciate you guys. The Eunice Police Department, Chief Casey Arcides and his staff, Lasco Construction, IPS Incorporated, thank you so much for bringing these broadcasts free of charge to our local folks and anybody that wants to tune in or listen. So
I see Cynthia right here. Her and her husband are right here.
Oh, yeah, Cynthia and Floyd.
Yes. They look nice and warm with their big old jackets on.
Oh, Floyd. They're pretty neat people for sure. So we're getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Estancia has the ball. It's 4th down and about 5. They're in an empty backfield set with the exception, of course, of the quarterback in the shotgun. So I would say they're going to run that little quarterback lead play. Oh, they send one in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. And then
Get him, and he's gone.
He's got a huge
He is
gain.
gone to the
He's
touchdown.
Headed
He is
around the
gone.
side, and he is headed to pay dirt. Touchdown,
Wow.
Estancia.
Incredible. As soon as I seen him fake that handoff and he seen that big old gap, he was gone.
The whole Eunice Cardinal team
Bit over
went
to
after
the left.
the little reverse play that they set up. And so,
Gone.
wow.
Gone.
That's about 40, 45-yard touchdown with 11:52
He wasted,
remaining
2
here
seconds
in
on
the
that?
game. Yeah,
The kid is fast.
he was moving, that's for sure.
He's like, no.
Estancia looks like they're going to kick the extra point here or try to kick it.
Attempt to kick it, huh? Let's hope he misses it.
Thanks to some sponsors, IPS Incorporated, Lasco Construction, and the Eunice Police Department. We appreciate you. Estancia ready to kick the extra point. Here's the snap, the place, the kick is up.
Oh, it looked like a dead duck, but it's good.
It did look funny. It was flying around like a flying saucer, but it goes through. That makes it 34-21.
Wow, number 5 over number 4 is winning here in Eunice, New Mexico. The Birds are cold right now.
Yeah, they're getting chewed up by the Bears.
And they're getting ripped apart. Why not? Charlie shaking his head over here.
I don't know what to say.
Speechless.
It's definitely not what I thought I was going to see when I got here.
Yep.
I thought I was going to see it the other way.
Shout out to Jason Herrera. He's out there listening. Jason works for the Hobbs Police Department, a longtime Eunice Cardinal graduate, state champion himself. And he actually didn't send me a message to say to shout out to him. He told me to shout out to them Georgia Bulldogs, go Dogs, he said.
You just couldn't say it because
Anybody that knows Jason knows he's a Georgia Bulldog fan.
for a long
Got to tell
time.
him I'll probably be rooting with him tomorrow as they play Tennessee and number 1 versus number 2 in the NCAA football. Youth football. We've got youth football going on tomorrow. I know we've mentioned a couple of things.
That's in Lovington.
Yeah, Levington, the
Yep.
3rd graders and the 4th graders
Yeah.
playing tomorrow in the playoffs.
Shout out to Jared Gladden. He's sending us some messages about the formation and whatnot. There's the kickoff. That ball's going to skip out of bounds, so that'll be a penalty there.
Good job by Hyen there, letting it roll out of bounds. Most kids would have not known that, picked it up and tried to run it.
And I
I'm
agree.
sorry, that's Woods.
I agree with you, Jared, on your thoughts on that little halfback flanker trap thing that they're running. I agree with you. Coach Dave Lynn used to run that play, and in fact, I used to play that position. We didn't turn ours cockeyed
Completely.
We turned them square, but we ran that same sort of formation, and that's the position that I typically played on offense or the wide receiver side. And so I ran that same play that kid's running a bunch. So I agree with you. Thank you for listening, Jared, for sure. There's a handoff straight up the middle of Woods. He's got a big gain. He's all the way across the 45.
Good job. And he jumped on his back and rolled for a little bit. That kid's been getting some good yardage tonight, man.
Yeah, he's been getting rode hard, too.
Doing his job, man. Getting the ball, taking care of the ball, and getting some yards.
So they're down to about the 47-yard line. Ball spotted about the 47. 1st and 10, 11:40 on the clock. Eunice got 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. They're going to hand it straight up the middle of Woods again, and this time he runs
into a wall.
into a gang.
Do you have any more updates on the Loving game?
You know, I wanted
Santa
to
Rosa?
shout out to Rose Lopez Garcia. You guys all know Rose Garcia. She ran the H&R Block up here on Main Street
yes,
for years. Joe Garcia, her
his
husband,
wife.
was a cop. She's been updating me. She's telling me in the 4th quarter, Santa Rosa 49, Loving 7. There's a nice play out to Thompson on the left side.
Get there,
He
and
gets
he gets
around
that
the
first
corner,
down.
gets out of bounds, gets a first down.
Beautiful job, run straight to that corner. Got the first down and stepped out of bounds. Good job. They're saving some time for us. Oh, Joe Garcia? Who doesn't remember Joe Garcia if you live in
Man,
Eunice?
the man, the myth, the legend, Joe. I will tell you honestly, he's one of the reasons I thought about getting into law enforcement. I always appreciated his
Point of view?
Yeah, you know, he was always, we all enjoyed Joe, and he did his job, but he had that relationship with the community, and I always thought that was important.
He would have been a good mayor here. You know that?
I agree.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
He got a first down, but ran into a wall.
Huge run. He picks up about 11, and then he
was
runs
that Kenny
into
Palmer hit him out
somebody.
there?
Yeah, I think so.
The first night I seen you in your stadium uniform, it was at the community center. You were chaperoning Euro with Joe Garcia at a quince.
Yeah.
You walked up and is that Jimmy? That's crazy, Jimmy. That's my boy.
Yeah, he's
and you were all professional. Like, I better stay away. He might arrest me.
Here's the snap. Melanson going to head up the middle. He's got a big gain. He's heading around the left side.
Oh,
then he tucks it in,
touchdown.
puts a move on it. He's headed down the lines. Puts 6 on the board. Elijah Melanson bobs and weaves his way 40 yards for the touchdown, or actually about 30. But touchdown, Eunice.
40 sounds better.
He said, if that other quarterback can do it, I can do it.
I can do it better, he said. And I'm just a freshman, young man.
Great play there by the freshman Woods. Melanson making his daddy and his uncle proud.
Screaming like crazy. Did you hear him? Yeah. But the score is still 27-34, but defense has to stop their
I don't know
Bears
what's
offense.
happening now, but they've stopped, and the White Hats walking up to the center.
What's he telling them?
He
has to take him out because he's limping a little bit. He's grabbing his jersey.
So I guess they're taking the snapper. That's the snapper, right?
Yes, sir. That's 58 Calvillo.
Wow.
58 is Calvillo, too?
Yes, sir.
You seen him limp or what? What did he do?
That's Armando.
Is it?
Cuajada Enriquez, according to my little list thing here. Calvillo, I think 63, isn't he? No, that ain't right.
No, that
either.
ain't right.
Calvillo's 53.
53, yes. So what's going on here? They went and grabbed him.
He must
They're
have
putting
seen
him back in. That's 53.
Yeah, the official saying he's got to come out. So he's going to come out. I'm assuming they put somebody else in there. I can't tell who's where. I'm getting old. I can't see.
It wasn't the snapper because Mata's the snapper.
Some binoculars. So here's the snap. It's a good one. The kick
so
is up. The
kicks
kick
better.
looks good. And I think it was good. It is.
It is good.
So just like that, it's a 6-point game again. Eunice 28, 34 for Estancia. 10:44 remaining here in this ball game. Eunice trying to keep it close and claw back in.
But keep in mind, Estancia in the second quarter, they wasted like 3/4 of the quarter.
In the third.
On the third quarter,
Yes,
yeah, apologies.
yes, agreed.
So we, on defensive side, we have to go out there and make a turnover like they did in Texaco.
Yep.
So they got to go out there and put that pressure back on and get out there.
Yeah, the Cardinals have been in this position before a couple of times this year where they've been asked to claw back at the end, and they're capable.
Well, we just don't need to let them get another touchdown on us.
Yep.
I
agree.
Defense needs to stand up.
It's crunch time, right?
Crunch time.
So we'll see what they go out there and do.
So I just got a message here from the Hammonds as well saying that if Estancia wins, they do owe Jal. So Jal's, of course, wanting Estancia to win because if Jal wins, they would play the next games at home.
Right.
So that's why, one of the reasons why Jal's cheering for Estancia.
That's a perfect reason.
Yeah. So I appreciate that information, definitely.
And that Lujan kid, he's all-around player, man. He's great in
Jacob's
basketball, football.
And just a great kid. You know, last year at the end of the game, there was a kind of an issue where some of their kids just walked off the field, their coach too, and Jacob stayed out there shaking everybody's hand. I mean, that's a good kid right there.
Yes.
Eunice Chow, it don't matter to me. He's a good one. I like Jacob.
He's a keeper, huh?
Yeah, very respectful to folks. I mean, you know, just a good young man, great athlete.
I think he's better athlete than his dad was. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go on the limb and say that his dad was a very good basketball player, very good football player and track, but his son is real deal, man.
Hey, I will tell you, I follow him on Facebook, and they were posting the other day that he got accepted, whether he's going to go or not. One of the colleges he got accepted to was Louisville, and I'm like, hey, you look good in the Cardinals with red. You look good over there, Jacob. Jacob, put that Cardinal on.
Isn't
get
that
you
the
some
karma,
red.
huh? That's some
Louisville
karma right there.
Cardinals. So, ball spotted at the 41-yard line. Estancia heads to the line of scrimmage. 10:38 left in the game. They've got splits, one wide right, one wide left, and the little flanker back over to the right. They're going to snap it and hand it straight up the middle to Calhoun. He's got another pretty good gain. Look at the spot over there, though, man. That gave him like an extra couple on that spot.
I'm not going to say nothing no more, man. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, it's man, it's a tough one for sure. So they give them about 2 there. Second down, we'll call it 8. Ball spotted at the 40. We'll call it the 43. Estancia stays in that split formation that they've got into this time.
It takes forever, man.
Oh man, they're enjoying that clock ticking. I can tell you. They're going to hand it straight up the middle to Calhoun. This time he's met at the line
by 24, number 8. Ortega and Caballero met him up there.
that was Ortega and Caballero that got in there and
they're still going to give him a yard. Look,
yeah,
and they gave him a yard, dude.
Man, I thought he got hit in the backfield and
a
yard deep.
Man.
I didn't think he went anywhere, but they spotted him a yard.
My God, can I approach the bench, Judge? Let's talk about this, man.
I typically call it like I see it. I thought we were out of bounds down here on that 2-point conversion. I thought he got hit a yard deep in the backfield right there, but they gave him a yard.
Well,
so that means they gave him 2 yards.
Yeah. There's no proof of that one because I missed it. Sorry.
Come on, Charlie.
You missed that one too?
Oh, no, the one down there.
So they're rolling right, throwing the ball down the field. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage.
Now we got a 4th down.
Yep, so we've got a chance here to get the ball back trailing 6. It's going to be 4th down and about 7, maybe 8. The last couple of times Estancia's went for it right here at midfield in almost this exact same situation, and they've been able to get it. It looks to me like they're backpedaling back there to maybe punt it this time.
Looks like they're set up that way, but you know what happened last time? That kid got 20. He scored a touchdown last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
We got 2 people who got green gloves and Thompson in the backfield.
So there's the snap. They're punting. They punt it down the field. Trying to get over to it. Ball skipping around.
Look at these guys over here wrestling.
Oh, man.
Wrestling.
Please don't throw any flags, and nobody throws a flag. So
I love the way they throw their hands up in the air like they don't care. I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
After they done it.
They're like little kids in middle school. He hit me first.
So Eunice is going to take over 1st and 10 on the 25. Just a quick thing about that throwing hands up. When I started coaching basketball over in Hobbs, that's how they taught you to play defense, to body your opponent up. I used to sit and watch their practices when I started coaching over there, and you show the ref your hands up here to where he knows you're not, but you're rubbing them with that body. When I started trying to teach that over here, people was like, that's not fair. That's cheating. You're teaching people to break the rules. But anyway, we got a flag on the play before the snap.
He blew the whistle. Once again, it's the white hat who blew it on us. Talking about.
So Melanson, we were running the quarterback sneak, and Melanson was already busting through the line, and they blow the whistle and make us stop and start over.
Is that what they wanted to see what we were going to do?
Yeah, imagine that.
So there's the snap, looking down the field. Melanson looking deep, throws it over the middle,
interception.
And it's picked off. And Estancia gets the ball back on another turnover from the Cardinals. That one hurts. 8:50 remaining here in the ball game. Eunice trails by 6. And Estancia with another big takeaway.
A big defensive stop by the Estancia Bears.
That ball kind of came out of his hand funny. I'm wondering if it's not the cold. It's the only thing I can think of.
And the Estancia Bears have great position there, especially the way they use the clock and the way they move the ball with an extra yard every time they go down.
1st and 10, ball spotted at the 34. Estancia at the line of scrimmage. Fans screaming, come on, Eunice. They're going to run it right up the middle, and they met him in the backfield, took him down at least a yard deep. Unless they
depends on the spot.
Yeah.
Depends on the spot.
We think.
Yeah, they gave him about a yard negative, so that's going to spot the ball at the 35-ish.
And once again, the defense went out there earlier and gave him the ball back in the good position, and offense.
Going to have to do it, yep.
Oh, they're going into the huddle now.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, man, now they're wanting
time
to run that
friend.
clock. Absolutely. 8:20 and ticking here. It's a 34-28, 6-point ball game. Estancia with the ball after the turnover, 2nd and 11. Estancia back to that old formation. They got out of that split thing they were in the last time. They had a lot of success in this. There goes that little counter.
Oh, yes, they got him.
They got him. They slung him. They caught him in the backfield, but they slung him, and when they did, they slung him for about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. So that's going to put him back.
That was Danny Garrett who did that one-arm tackle there.
Danny Garrett.
His daddy showed him how to tackle kids already, tackle people. Huh?
He's been known to tackle somebody. He works for the Hobbs Police Department. They tackle some folks over there occasionally.
They do a lot of tackling, I heard.
3rd down and 10. Ball spotted inside the 35. We'll
We
call
got
it
a hole
the
in their defense.
34-ish.
Turn my
7:38 on the clock and ticking. It's a big play here for the Cardinals. A stop here could be a big one. In that old formation, Boyer in the backfield. They snap it to him. He hands it straight up the middle to Calhoun. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage, but then he jumped forward for about a 4-yard gain.
4.5. The half they give him every time.
They're going to spot him at the
down.
31, so he didn't go quite as far as I thought. So that's going to make it 4th down, and we'll call it 6.5, maybe 7. And you can bet this far down.
They're going to go. They got to go.
They're
for
going to go. Eunice has had fits in this 4th and long. I don't know why, but this half we've had trouble getting a stop here. You got to figure they're going to run that little flanker back this way and either fake it or hand it to him. No, they didn't. They're going to run a double reverse.
Get him! Get him!
Got it coming this way.
Yes, he's
got it in the backfield. What an open field tackle by number 6.
Ashton
That's
McCullough. Wow.
I think Mata was there backing him up to help him, but that's a huge turnover on downs. The Cardinals are going to get the ball back here.
This is what we have to convert. Same thing happened last week in Texaco.
6:35 on the clock. The defense does it again. They make the stop. Now we got to get the offense going. Trips out to the left. Eunice offense already out on the field, wasting no time. There's the whistle to allow him to start. Melanson in the backfield by himself. He takes a snap. He's going to fake it and run it. He's got a big gain. He's all the way across the 40. He's going to be real close to a Cardinal first down after about a 10-yard
And they're saying
pickup.
it's first down. Move the chain. Stop the clock, Billy.
So they're signaling the first down. Rescindo's running by 6. They've got the ball back again. 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted about the 43. Melanson got Woods in the backfield beside him. They throw it out here to the right to Gomez. Gomez got to pick up a little gain. He got tripped up. Probably could have had at least 10, but he got kind of that shoestring tackle, so that's only going to pick him up about 3. But once again, that wasn't a very good spot.
That was not. I think we went back 4 yards.
Man,
I'm
so
going to call a
it's
spade here, boys. I'm going to call a spade
Ball
a spade.
spotted at the 46. Melanson in the backfield by himself. Takes a snap, looking downfield.
Green Gloves is wide open. Green Gloves is wide open.
Oh!
Green Gloves is wide open in the middle of the field.
And that's going to make it 4th down and long. And the
I'm
Eunice
about to punch
offense
you, Carter.
struggling.
You better get ready. I'm about to punch.
Let's go. I'm ready too.
Melanson, he had some guys deep. It would have took about a 40-yard in the air pass, and I think
He was rolling out of trouble too.
Yep. So Melanson in the backfield all by himself. Trips left, 2 to the right. There's the snap, looking down the field. Melanson having to roll to his left. He's trying to turn the corner. Let's see if he can get there. He does, and he's going to get out of bounds with a first down. Huge run by the freshman Melanson. First down Cardinals. 5:13 remaining here in the ball game.
That's a smart move on that freshman there. He decided to tuck the ball and run, and he got there with 2.
And he took care of that ball.
2 players chasing him.
Ball spotted at the 43-yard line. They've got Woods back in the backfield again beside Melanson. He's looking deep the whole way. Throws it down the middle.
And nobody caught there. Thank God nobody caught that.
And an incomplete pass, and that's going to stop the clock. I think Thompson heard footsteps. He had a bunch of people wrapped around him, and he kind of let up like, ooh, I don't think I want to catch that one right there. 5:06 remaining here in the game. Eunice trails by 6. It's 2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the 43. 3 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Melanson and Woods in the backfield. They're going to hand it straight up the middle to Woods. He bobs and weaves. He's got a big hole. He's headed down 1st down and more. He's all the way down close to the 30. We'll call it the 32-yard line.
Oh, they picked him up there. Good job. He did get a first down, so.
So first down there, that'll stop the clock. Eunice heads back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know anymore if we need to hurry. I guess it all depends.
Exactly.
2 receivers right,
Keep that
2
momentum
to the
going,
left.
Coach.
There's the snap. We're rolling right, looking deep
Keep it,
the whole
keep it,
way.
keep it,
Got
keep
a
it.
man over here on the side. It's Thompson.
Thompson.
He's got the catch, and he's inside the 10, down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. First
I like that
down,
spotter.
Cardinals.
I like that guy. He gave us an extra yard.
That was a good spot for the Cardinals that
That don't mean
time.
it's where it's going to end up.
No, that's true.
They're going to spot it at the 6. 4:44. 4:44 on the clock here in the game. First down, Cardinals, first and goal.
Take
All
your time
spotted at the 6.
Run it and then take
Eunice
it.
heads to the line of scrimmage. Trips left. One out here to the right. They're going to throw it
Little
out here in the
fadeaway.
corner.
Oh, intercepted!
Oh, no.
Intercepted!
Oh, no. Stay in there and hang on tight.
It's
hang
intercepted.
on tight, Gomez or whoever that is. Don't let them have it.
Intercepted right. Fadeaway.
No. And that ball is picked off in the
Go
end
to the 20.
zone.
Yes.
The fire department sending up the fireworks,
They thought
thinking we got a touchdown. That signal was not. That was a touchback is what they're calling that. They're saying it's intercepted.
Oh, my goodness.
The defender and the offensive player both had. There was 4 hands on the ball. They came down, but because of the position of the defender, he kind of had his body between the offensive player, and then we ended up in a wrestling match on the ground for the ball.
Hindsight's 20/20.
Need some
Coach.
better wrestlers.
Run it a little bit. Waste a little bit. We had 4 minutes and 44 seconds left. Wait, just a little bit more time. But is what it is, right?
So that sends the ball back over to the Bears.
once again, the defense
Estancia
is out
with the
there.
ball. Defense on the field, gonna have to be strong here. There's no doubt. Eunice, I think, has their timeouts remaining.
Reminds me of last week, man.
So Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 20 after the touchback on the interception. They're going to snap it and throw it out here to the right, which is
he makes a
extremely
move.
shocking. Good open field tackle there, but not before they get real close to a first down. 4:26 and the clock is ticking. We've got an injured Bear on the field. He finally gets up.
But they won't take him out the field like they took Audubon 53 minutes ago.
Walk.
4:20 and
Or
ticking.
walk
It's
him
New
off.
Mexico time here at 4:20. Second down and 1. We would have almost rather they got that first down right there because then they would have had 4 downs.
Stop
Now
the
they
clock.
get a 1-yard first down. And Estancia taking their time. I don't blame them. Second down and 1. Ball spotted about the 29-yard line. They're going to run that quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's going to get 1 and then some. He's all the way down to the 30. They're marking him at the 31, so he's going to have a first down. We've got an injured Cardinal running off the field, holding a leg and hopping on one leg. So it's first and 10, 3:30 and ticking here. Estancia taking their time. They're going to head back into the huddle now.
They're down Estancia at the 30-yard line.
The crowd goes crazy.
Man, the crowd is screaming and hollering. They're giving all kinds of instructions that the Cardinals and the coaches need to do. You can hear all kinds of stuff being hollered from the crowd out
gotta,
to
like,
the field as far as what they need to do.
When you get away from the window.
That's right. 3:08 and ticking. 3:05. Estancia walks
Need
to
a
the line of
takeaway.
scrimmage, first and 10. We've got to get a big stop here.
Well, yeah, a stop or a takeaway. We got to get one or the other.
Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper right up the middle. They meet him at the line of scrimmage, and I think if he got one, that's being this guy
Generous.
over here is going to spot him for about a 2-yard gain. That one over there spot him right at the line of scrimmage. Which one of them is going to look at that?
We'll take that
They're
one.
going to follow that one, which I like that one better. So 2:35, the clock
No
is
comment.
running.
Wow.
No comment.
The clock is running. The Bears are going to head back into their huddle. 2:25.
I don't
Man,
know,
I
Pancho.
tell you what,
I
it's
don't know, Pancho.
I don't know if it's gutsy or what, but I'd be using some timeouts.
Yeah.
That clock is
Amen.
ticking. I don't know what else I don't know.
Oh, we got 3. We got to.
Second down and 10. Estancia heads to the line of scrimmage. You got to take them here if you don't take them. If you can get a stop. Here's a snap. Quarterback
Reverse,
coming
get-
back
oh.
this other side. They're going to take him down, and now you got to call the timeout,
There it
and
is.
we do. 158, 157. Come on over next door. Call the freaking
4 seconds run off the
timeout.
clock there.
About 4 seconds run off the clock.
Third down. Ball at the 32-yard line.
I'll be back. No, I'm joking.
So 157 on the clock. 28-34. Cardinals trail by 6. Got to get the ball back here.
Man, we were in great position a minute ago. But that's the pass. We just got to play defense as Charlie slides back to the heater to warm up his back a little bit. And that heater was brought to you by the Eunice PD.
Or if you need a little portable heater, you can probably go down to Cardinal Hardware and
get some.
Yeah, I don't think they're sponsoring this game, but they usually do. So
oops,
we still appreciate them, though.
Yeah, they can go to Eunice Pumping Supply. They got everything you need there.
Eunice Pumping Supply will warm you up.
Yeah.
And if you need some propane to run that heater, Redbird Gas has got plenty.
And if you got to pay for your gas, go down and see the Eunice.
And if you want to build a warm room, you can call Lasco Construction. They'll build you one.
Yeah.
And if you just need a good night's sleep, you can call the Eunice PD. They'll arrest you and give you a warm bed.
NMR Pipeline can lay some pipes, so they'll plumb that new construction you got going.
They said the Eunice PD has some cold cells.
And the Eunice Health Clinic, if you don't get that heat, will help you get healthy when you get that cold.
Get a flu shot, huh?
Here we go, 3rd down and 8. Estancia back to the line of scrimmage. It's a straight snap to the QB. He's trying to pick up a first down. He's rumbling, stumbling. Man, he picks up about 5. And it's going to be 4th down and probably 3. Eunice takes a timeout, 1:50 remaining here in this game.
Eunice has 1 timeout left.
Woo. If they get the first down here, the ball game is over. If Eunice can stop them on this play, and I would guess they'll probably run 2 plays. They got 2 plays to get 2 yards. We've struggled to stop them on those short yardage situations.
This is 4th down, right?
Yes, it's 4th down.
Oh, it is 4th. Okay.
If that guy is correct, it's 4th down.
Yeah, so 4th down and 2, so they only have 1 shot at it. My bad.
You're fine. I don't think you're the only ones made mistakes tonight.
No, definitely. So 4th down, and we'll call it a long 2. Looking at the yardage out there, it looks like about 3 to me, but the board says 2. I'm going to call him 2.
I agree with you. I think it's a long 3.
Estancia is already set up, ready to go, just waiting on the whistle. Eunice's defense is just getting out there onto the field.
Need to stop here.
So they're going to blow the whistle. They're ready to go. Estancia is lined up, ready as well. They're in that same formation. See if that flanker back comes across again. They're going to run it. No, they're going to try to throw the pass. They're running backwards.
Get there.
Into the middle. Yes. It's knocked down. Man, I thought we had an interception, but even then, Eunice is going to take over 1st and 10. Ball's going to be spotted inside the 40, about the 38. Eunice has got one more chance. The Cardiac Cardinals are at it again.
And that makes no sense on the Estancia's part. Why would you throw a pass?
I don't think that was the way that play was drawn up. I can't imagine anybody drawing that nonsense.
The defense stepped up again and stopped them.
That's 3 straight trips that the defense has given the ball back to the Cardinal offense. 1:43 on the clock. It's a 6-point game. 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 38. Melanson in the backfield beside Woods. He snaps it. He's looking down the field. He's looking deep. He's going to chuck it down the sideline.
Oh, where's the flag at? He was tripped. Anyways.
No call over in the corner.
No. We need to get the number for the Eunice Health Clinic if they're going to keep playing like this. You know that?
Because you're going to have heart problems?
I'm telling you, man.
Man, we went for it all in one play there. 1:36 on the clock. 1st or 2nd and 10 now. Ball spotted at the 38-yard line. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Melanson and Wood in the backfield. We're going to roll right. He's looking down the field. He throws it down. It's caught by Thompson, and then he's taken down, and they're going to get 15 more. So he's going to get 15 more yards.
There's a flag back there. I don't know where that one came from.
I hope that one ain't holding.
Watch it be. Of course it's going to be.
I hope it ain't offset.
Offsetting penalties.
Oh no! They both called the same thing.
Oh, he's seen it.
So they're going to get Eunice going to get an extra 15 yards on that play after the penalty.
Man, last time we were at the 2-yard line. So we're going to move the ball. There we go.
Yeah, they're going to move it. The clock stops. It won't start till the snap. So that's a good deal. It's going to be 1st.
Inside the 25 down there.
And it'll be way down there. There they go. They're marching it off. The Jow faithful over there and the Estancia faithful not liking it. They're over there hollering. The Eunice fans, what few are left, are screaming and hollering. It's 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 15. 1:31 on the clock. Got to get it together here, Cardinals. There's a snap. We hand it up the middle. We're down inside the 15, but we pick up about 3 or 4. I don't think we got much time for that. But anyway, we hand it to Woods right up the middle. We're down to 1:15
got to get back.
on the
Get
clock.
back and get set, receivers. Let's go.
So there's the snap. We fake the handoff this
Get there.
time. Roll
Get
the
there.
left. He's
Roll.
got him
Wide
wide
open.
open.
Catch that. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Eunice, it's in the
Haven't seen
corner.
the sign yet. Touchdown. There it is.
Touchdown, Eunice. Eunice has tied the ball game up with a minute to go here on the catch. Who was the catch?
Diane Castro caught it. Came down with both feet in the back corner.
Tiptoes the back corner to tie this ball game up. And if Eunice can put this extra point in, they got a dang good chance of walking out of here with the lead with 1:05 to go.
He said, dang good chance. Let's get now.
Dang good.
Let's be cool, calm, and collective here, boys.
Dang good.
We're going to trademark that.
34-34, Woods to kick. The kick is up.
Money.
It is right down the middle.
Money.
The Cardinals take their first ball game with 1 minute to go. Eunice takes the lead 35-34.
It is a small lead, but it is a lead.
Lead's
And
a
last
lead.
week it was vice versa.
All 25
That's
Eunice
at 1
fans
point.
are going hysterical.
And all 600 of them listening on the radio are going crazy too.
That Jow group over there they've been rowdy the whole time. They're sitting over there a little frozen at this point.
But we still got a minute and 5 seconds left. Let's stay focused. Finish the game.
Now that defense that we've been talking about that's came through so solid
One
over
more
this
time.
quarter has got to do it one more time.
No pressure, right? Woo. Say, offense gets the glory, defense wins the game, right?
Yes. Yes. Got an update from Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa 56, Loving 13. That game is over. So here we go. Shout out to them sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline, Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, IPS Incorporated.
Okay, what do we want to do here? We're going to go deep?
Man,
I say deep.
I think I'd do a pooch somewhere in the middle.
Correct.
I think
We got to keep it out of that star bursting.
Yeah, I don't want to get it back there too deep, but I can assure you that I ain't a football coach, and this group knows more than me, so I'll let them decide. Here we go. Woods sets
boots.
up. He's ready to kick. Woods boots, the most walked about boots in Eunice. He kicks it deep. They're going to try to set up the starburst. They do. They hand off. The ball's on the ground, and I think the Cardinals have it. They do. Who's with the recovery?
Who came up with the 23? Luis Gomez came up with it.
Luis Gomez.
Make sure about that. Yep.
Number 23 recovers the fumble, and the Cardinals
Will
are
win
going to
this game.
get the ball with under a minute to go and a 1-point lead.
Isn't that karma? Because that young man, they stripped the ball out of him earlier.
In the corner,
yes.
yes.
That's bittersweet, boys.
The Eunice faithful are going crazy. It's pandemonium.
Even Miss Sims is standing up looking at him.
Yeah, Cynthia Sims bobbing and weaving, even though she got a blue jacket and some blue head muffs.
I think she's protecting herself from all these crazy kids.
Woo! 58 seconds remain in the game, and Eunice is going to kneel down the first time. The clock is ticking, and
Why they're not calling timeout?
now they call a timeout. And I thought I saw a flag.
No,
I was
he
like,
dropped the
oh
football.
no. So Estancia takes a timeout here.
Man, I
They've
was
still got
so
3
scared.
timeouts remaining.
I was so.
They let us sit there and tick for a few seconds
They
before
did.
they took
I
that
was
timeout.
I was real surprised.
You know
They
what's-
let them got about 5-6 seconds run off the clock before they called their timeout.
You know what's crazy? We can go crazy like for 5-10 minutes straight, and all of a sudden we just get real cool, calm, and collected. Like nothing's happening. No.
Oh, man. Wow.
That's a
Shout
nail-biter.
out to some sponsors. Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline, the Eunice Police Department, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. Wow, what a game if you're a Cardinal fan.
That's exactly what it says. Wow, what a game. That's
a
the
game.
Cardinals' heart right there, boys.
John Dean Davis sending us a let's go. John Dean, we're saying the same thing.
Sarah Moses, same to
We
you,
may
brother.
need your tow truck over here to hook us up and drag us out of here when we have a heart attack in a minute. Eunice going to kneel down again. Estancia is just going to call another timeout. It's going to get interesting here.
They're walking over their way.
The problem is they've still got one timeout, and every time we kneel it, we're going back
and back.
5. I mean, look at us now. We're third and probably 25, 30 yards.
Roll out this way, right? Can't you?
Yeah, man, I don't know. I
mean, that'll take some seconds off the clock, too. You roll out a little bit.
What kind of time we got on the clock?
It's down to like in the low 50s.
Don't give me the lie.
Well, we've got that, when they do the timeout, it starts running. It ticks up there on our clock so we can't see. That's why I wish we had the
game clock,
play clocks where they could do that on that without changing that
Texaco had them pretty good, man. They're big and square.
So here go the Cardinals lined up again. We are going backwards. 49 seconds remaining here.
Catch it. Just hold it for a little bit, bud.
So we're going to snap
There
it.
it is.
We're going to look down the field, and then we kneel it, and then we get a hit.
But he's all the way back to the 50.
Man, we're way back there. And they call their last timeout, so now it's going to be 4th down. We're all the way back to midfield. And I don't think we burnt but a second.
Couple of seconds.
Yeah, because it was at 49. Wasn't it? Who knows?
It was at 49.
Yeah.
I say we need to punt right here.
Man, that's kind of spooky.
We're way back there.
Yeah, because, I mean, they're going to get the ball back. It's just a matter of how much time. I'm not sure I like what exactly we did right there with our clock.
We don't need another kneel down. You're going to get the ball at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at that, our kneel downs, we lost 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 yards in kneel downs.
Let's go. I got you got that. Let's go.
Man, you're going to hurt my soul if we kneel down way back there again. I think we're going to.
I think we're punting.
He came up, so.
Sides, but we moved over here.
Let's see. Hopefully they call him first.
Oh,
yep.
Woo! That way.
Yeah. Josh jumps offside.
Oh, wow. 5 yards back.
Wow. I'm a Eunice fan, but we got away with one there.
Hey.
Even our own teammate was hitting his head, and the other guys were shaking their hands.
What they're doing, they're giving us all those 5 yards to get on that way.
Woo.
That's tough.
All right.
44 seconds.
It's still 4th and a long dang ways. 44 seconds on the clock. We're going to have to punt it here, I think.
I believe we are.
I wouldn't punt it to that guy back there.
I'll roll out. That's good punt.
Nice
good
punt. Headed over here toward the side. Oh, my goodness. That
kid caught it on the fly.
Oh, and he's got some room.
Oh, and he's still on his feet.
My goodness.
He's going all across him.
Oh. I don't even know what to say. There was all kind of stuff happening right there.
Oh, there's a flag. Hopefully it's not on Eunice.
29 seconds.
The flag came in at the end of the play.
Wow. That guy caught that thing on the fly over his shoulder like a pass. That's that running back of theirs that's averaging 120 some odd yards.
That's
They're
why
going to call a
yards.
15-yard penalty on the Cardinals, I think. That's Calvillo.
That kid.
53.
Remember at the beginning of the season, what did you say about that?
Jose Calvillo picks up
just
a
put him at the
15-yard
line
penalty,
with
and they're
29
going to scoot him all the way.
Got me speaking Spanish up here, boy. You look
29
at all people coming back. Like,
seconds on
we're
the
coming
clock.
back now.
Everybody was leaving, and now everybody's coming back because Eunice gave up the ball.
Just keep the band off the field.
The band, yeah. Man, I tell you, woo.
Man, we just like shooting ourselves in the foot sometimes.
Our clock management and finishing this game off has been a little spooky.
And Benny's usually quick on the clock, man. Usually lets it run when he needs to. This time he's Johnny on the spot.
Ooh, so here comes Estancia to the line of scrimmage.
And
Ball's going to be spotted
timeouts.
at the 49. They are out of timeouts. Eunice in that big spread prevent defense.
We need to stay tight because then we know that guy can run. Oh,
Estancia trying to reset up their formation. They finally do. Here's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff, trying to throw it under pressure. They intercepted.
Brandon
Trevino with the interception, and the Cardinals
have the ball again.
I was going to say finish it off.
4.2
the way we managed the clock a while ago, it might scare me to say
Bad thing about it is if we keep doing that, we're going up at the 20-yard line.
I ain't never seen anybody go backwards 40 yards kneeling.
You just did tonight, man. We made history. But beautiful job once again on the defensive side. They stepped up when it needs to be the most crucial times, man.
Hey, quick shout out to some sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline, Eunice PD, Lasco Construction, and IPS Incorporated. The Cardinals kneel down on the ball. They've got no timeouts left. And your Eunice Cardinals are moving on to the semifinals. If Jal wins tomorrow, Eunice will host Jal right here in Eunice. We want to thank No Mark Broadcasting. We want to thank all the sponsors that we went through just a second ago. I know Lucinda will be ready to get down there with his boy, and me and Charlie are ready to pack it up. Thank you, everyone, for listening. We will find out the schedule for next week later. Hope you listen to us next week. Any thoughts?
Man, it was a crazy game. That's all I got to say. It was a crazy game. We won.
The Cardiac Cardinals come again.
Cardiac Cardinals.
For Charlie Fairbrush, Rosendo Caballero, I'm listening to the loudspeaker. I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening. Good night.
Good night, ladies
Good night,
and gentlemen.
everybody.